Hello, everyone. Welcome to Baxter's Tavern of Tales, Houses of Barovia. Thank you, everyone, for showing up and coming to check out the stream again today as we continue down the shadowy and dark path that is the campaign.
It's so dark and spooky.
And y'all get to watch as we traumatize the players. Well, at least 2 of them. 2.5 of them.
Oh no.
Announcements, as ever, schedule's going up. Monday, subclass tune-up, I have Sergei of Harps joining me, and we're going to do Totem Barbarian. So that's Baxter's subclass tune-up, where we take a subclass and we fix it, basically. We make it more fun, we make it more powerful, we make it more flavorful. Combination of those things. So that is the next stream. That'll be on Monday with Sergei of Harps. Everybody here, did I do the thing? Let's see if I did the thing. Nightbot, do you do the thing you're supposed to do now? I don't think it does the thing quite yet. Vex, welcome to your first stream. Obviously, I have to update this with the new player, but we have a new player today. Vex, as is tradition on the stream, I'm going to put you on the spot and just be like, hey, do you have any announcements or anything you want to tell people? Anything you're doing? Anything you want to...
Absolutely nothing.
Right.
Woo! I'm on TikTok and I don't do much there. I'm doing more. It's usually D&D or cosplay or like monster simping content. I'm here.
Iron
So.
Bull.
Oh God.
He's over here. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He's just off screen. It's okay.
Oh, that's so kind, Nightbot.
Nightbot is here for... Nightbot is here for the players. That's what Nightbot lives for. All right, Jet, do you have anything that you would like to share with the people, with the Twitch?
Me?
You have been put on the spot twice now. You should have been prepared for the third time.
Hi, I'm Rogio and Juliet on TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. Follow me there. I have not streamed on Twitch, but I plan on doing that soon. How was that?
It was good. It was good. We'll get there. It's work on progress. Mimics, what you got?
Hiya. So I am Mix Mayhem on literally everywhere. So you can find me anywhere, even on LinkedIn. That's really funny, but no. I will be streaming this Friday over on Dead Bar Society if everything goes according to plan.
Nice.
And I will be starting streaming some video game content and eventually another D&D stream soon. So keep that in mind.
Sick. Words, I'm going to have you go last because I know you actually have announcements. Patrick,
Roger.
Do you have any announcements?
I have a podcast. People can go watch that. It's called War Porn. It's me and a clinical therapist talking about movies with a bent towards what they have to say about trauma and mental health and the military, with just a whole bunch of goofs and gaffs. Just a real hootenanny of a time. So check that out wherever it is you listen to podcasts or whatever.
And Words, the floor is yours.
All right. Can I do this in one breath? Probably not. I am Words for Sale. I am basically everywhere as Words for Sale with underscores, TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. I DM a campaign on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you also see Patrick as one of my players, and that is on my Twitch channel. Tomorrow, Monday, I'll be guest starring on a one-shot with Radio Free Will. We are going to be playing a TTRPG system called Threadbare, which I'm not very familiar with it, but I kind of looked into it, and it kind of gives me very like the movie 9 vibes. So it's pretty cool. Tuesday nights, I am on That One Blonde Nerd stream for ADHD&D. And Saturdays, every other Saturdays, I do a DM tips, and then I'm here. So I'm all over the place. Come find me.
All right, cool. Yes, that's everybody. I am just noting down to get Nightbot set up to have actual links to all those things for everybody. So when people are advertising themselves, we can actually link people directly to things like the podcast. Okay. The only announcement I have besides my usual schedule is I am working on a new Twitch show. That will be designed similar to American Ninja Warrior. For those who have ever seen that, who have never seen that, it's a TV show where basically people run these like crazy obstacle courses, and then they're timed, and then like they progress through and they run crazier obstacle courses. So the idea is that there'll be either a 5-floor or a 10-floor dungeon. Each floor will have a room equal to the number of floors. So the first floor will have 1, the 5th floor will have 5 rooms. And then it's a race, basically, to try and get through the dungeon and to the bottom as quickly as possible. First completing it, and then secondly doing it in as few rounds or in the time as possible. I haven't decided on which yet. There'll be 3 players taking on the dungeon. The big challenge will be, though, is that I won't be doing it. I won't be running it as a DM. I will just be reffing. I will have guest dungeon masters come on and take over the dungeon and try and kill the players and try and stop the players. So there'll be 2 leaderboards. Players who have accomplished the challenge and DMs who have killed the players and stopped them from accomplishing the challenge. And then at the end, hopefully down the road, we can do some sort of like challenge tournament thing where we bring back the DMs who have won and the players who have won and have them go head to head. So look for that in the next couple weeks. I'm still working on a name. I want to keep with the tavern theme, so it'll probably be like Baxter's Cellar of Madness or something like that. But yeah, keep tabs on the channel. Keep tabs on the Discord. You can join the Discord. That's the easiest way to hear updates on things like the adventure challenge that is coming soon. And I'm sure that it will be these guys who play it first. Will probably be the first set of players. All right, with that, I have nothing else. So I will just remind Twitch chat that, you know, this is an 18+ stream. You can be any younger than that. Just be aware that the content is intended for people over 18+.
There might be swearing. And
I'm gonna
bad
say
swearing,
dirty
violence,
words.
Swearing?
and probably
Yeah, I don't know if
dirty
I can do that.
jokes.
Yeah, innuendos.
Words can
rewards.
be pretty dirty here, yeah.
I can be. I can be very dirty.
I have been in a.
There's
I have
words
been
of
in
dirty words for sale.
I need a safe place.
there are
Don't mind me, I'm blushing.
there are Baxter coins, which you, the viewers, can redeem. I have linked the value or whatever they are, what the rewards are, because for some reason it doesn't tell you when you mouse over them the way I thought it did when I made the cool fancy names. But you can see what they do there. Everyone can hit exclamation mark rewards if you're curious what those are, and you can give those to the players at any time to help them out. Or make my life more difficult. Whatever. Same difference. Other than that, yeah, here's a link to the house rules. We use the base rule book, but there are some house rules that change things, so people will be aware of those. All right, so with nothing else, I had a little bit of a...
Let's D&D!
Yeah, let's
It's D&D.
continue our story. Alrighty. Houses of Barovia, Chapter 3, House Mourveaux. When we last left our players, they had escaped an ambush of vampires in the village of Barovia, rescued by the very dangerous Ivina von Zarovich, a vampire herself, as an apology for what she called unacceptable English is hard, actions of these new rogue vampires.
Jellicle actions?
I should have a counter for every time I flub a word. She invited the players into their home. There they were treated to warm baths and warm beds. Dominique made a startling discovery. Dominique made a startling discovery. A woman he recognized from his past who had no memory of him and was now a vampire. After a well-deserved sleep, the party were treated to bunch with Irina and were first introduced to Strahd von Zarovich. Very much alive, although with green, not red eyes, despite very apparently being a vampire. After their meal, the party split up together until Sir Karis and Ranagar explored the town, learning that although life is dangerous and hard, it is not the bleak misery of Sir Karis' Barovia during Strahd's reign. They also learned more about the Hunters Guild and left Hunter Sergei with a small bush to spruce up his rather rundown lodge. Dominique searched out more information on the woman. Dominique searched out on the woman he'd found. This is what happens when I put Dom and woman in the same sentence. I can't remember whose pronouns are which.
Dom technically uses any pronouns, but yeah.
Dom searched out... Yeah, but that's why I don't want to use the same pronouns for both characters. And controlling, blah, blah, blah. Dominique searched out more information. The woman he'd found, discovering a journal that began the same day Dominique's parents were slain. Nakaris, meanwhile, practiced his singing and controlling his magic and was mostly successful. Dominique went to Nakaris to speak to him, and it was just then that Strahd and the woman, Decima, discussing a murder and holding a strange, five-bladed claw-like weapon, similar to the scar that we'd seen earlier on Nakaris' throat. But before we get to that, Ranagar, Sir Karis, is there anything you guys wanted to do?
Is there anything we wanted to do?
Yeah, I feel like last time you were just heading back, but I just wanted to make sure that that was in fact the plan, or if there was something else you wanted to do before we get there.
I think we kind of explored everywhere that there could be explored, right?
Yeah, as far as I, yeah. You kind of did your recon and stuff. Last time you said you were going back, but I just wanted to see if between then and now you have ideas.
Within the parameters of the exploration, yes.
Cool,
Yeah.
cool. All right. Well then, I guess we can. Oh, Ranagar?
I do want to try something.
Okay.
Ranagar turns to Sir Karis and he goes, "I've got a theory," and then he goes up to just any old house, and just walks in, and just starts yelling.
What do you do? No. What are you doing?
So just walk up to one of the houses.
Preferably a house that is occupied with people.
Okay. So walking in, you just kind of walk into this house, and it's pretty basic. You know, two bedroom. I don't want to say hovel, but 2-bedroom home. You know, not 2-bedroom, 2-room home, very small. You can see the bed in the back, and then kind of a kitchen area and table in the front. And this little old lady's just sitting there. Yes, can I help? Can I help you?
She just reacts when I come in?
Yep.
That didn't work out the way that I thought it was gonna go.
What are you doing?
I guess Ranagar does a face and then kind of waits for a second.
Little tilde.
If anything, I would say Sir Karis is probably gonna go up and not pick him up, but just the whole extend the cane, pull out type deal, with his arm. Come on, let's go.
Ranagar's no, I'm trying something. It's important.
What are you trying?
Does the old lady respond to me being weird?
She,
Does she glitch?
Not right away, but kind of after a minute. Not even a minute. After a few seconds, she kind of why are you? Yes, dearies. Can I help you?
And then Ranagar is gonna make her a little plant, and then he's gonna pat her on the shoulder, and then he's just gonna leave without saying anything. And then as he's walking out, he's gonna be like, "See, I told you, I had a plan, and it was a good one. I don't know what we learned there, but we learned something, and that's what's important."
I guess it is some sort of clue.
I like him
Ranagar's
to be "You're okay, you're not wrong."
Yeah.
Well, we've discovered that the people will glitch if you do anything too weird to them.
Ranagar's
What's that, Ranagar? A clue?
What's this? Is this a clue? We just got a ladder. Ranagar
This is gonna be such a tonal shift when we jump characters.
Yeah.
I told you, I refuse to play in dour campaigns. If you want it to be sad, I'll just play a delightful character. Ranagar is gonna say to Sir Karis, he's like, "Alright, so what I've devised is that all the people here are under some sort of curse or something, and any time you do something too outside the norm to them, they're gonna glitch." I guess he wouldn't know the word glitch, but whatever. The old English vernacular for glitch.
Glitch works. We can say a glitch is known for when magic fails, the same way coding does. It's a glitch. They call it a magic glitch. It works.
I
I
guess
didn't know that.
something of behavior. It's weird. Yes, I don't understand. Have we noticed? but Strahd and the others, they did not glitch.
Oh, the lady did. Did Strahd didn't?
Nope.
I don't remember.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's another clue then, isn't it?
Like,
Although,
no,
to be fair, we saw Strahd for like a minute.
The-
And we were all
another
pretty stunned.
Another thing that I remembered too, as well, that's very out of place is Strahd's brother is alive. Where in my home, Strahd killed his brother.
Oh, so maybe it's like a time travel shenanigans. I hate time travel.
You've time traveled before?
Yeah, who hasn't?
Me?
I don't actually. If you will allow me, I would like Ranagar to have time traveled before, or it can be a lie.
I'm not gonna answer that question because I know the answer. I'm not gonna answer it.
Yeah, I think in the time travel thing, for one, is he's just gonna be like,
Is that not a thing in 5e?
he's gonna.
I will
Wizards do
say in Praetor that there is an entire one of the dragon aspects, one of the six great dragons is the bronze dragon, and they do manage time, but no one's 100% sure if they actually can. Like, they manage the timeline, that's the theory, or they protect time is the actual exact wording, and no one really is sure otherwise. Ranagar might be, if Ranagar is in fact a dragon. Ranagar would probably know better than most.
But yeah,
He's like, Tom is one of the things.
Sir Karis
He
is going
points at his
to.
feet.
Sir Karis is definitely going to insight the time travel thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I
Go
can
ahead.
manipulate time.
I will point out that he does, when Ranagar points down, Ranagar does in fact have bronze scales on his feet,
Yeah.
or on their feet.
But that is a 22 in insight.
I'm gonna roll for you, Patrick. Just so that you as a player still don't know, but I know. You believe that they believe it. You don't know how true it is, but you believe that they believe they time traveled. But whether they actually time traveled,
Really.
or they're misremembering, or they're a crazy little kobold that believes they're a dragon.
Yeah.
I did actually roll high. I rolled really high too.
Ourselves, you know.
Right. You've time traveled just as much as you are a real dragon. We'll put a pin in that and focus on the mystery at hand.
Oh, the dead bugbear doesn't believe that I'm a dragon. Yeah, it's a little bit too far a disbelief. Let's go back to the castle.
Look, all I know is everything is different here, so I don't even know what to believe anymore.
I have nothing else that I Ranagar
that would be
do.
I think that would be like the
The scene wipe.
Yes, the scene wipe, the cut.
The fade out. And when we fade
Yes.
back in, we're returned to
Bears.
the halls of Manor Barovia, just outside of the performance hall. Strahd stands there, holding the weapon, and looks at both of you. Apologies. I did not mean to bring such a dark talk to my guests. He conceals the weapon to his side, not like hiding it, just kind of lets it go to his side, like trying to get it out of your sight. I assure you, as newcomers to Barovia, you have nothing to worry about. This is politics among the nobility.
Politics. What happened? What happened with that thing? If you don't mind me asking, I don't want to intrude, but it's just hearing about a murder. You know, I want to be as informed as possible.
It's quite alarming.
Yes. Very
Make
alarming.
make deception checks, both of you. Fucking lying through your teeth to Strahd armor. Good start. Good start to the session. They were talking about how they were gonna die, and I was just like, yeah, you guys will be fine. And then they lie to Strahd's. All right, here we go. Got to roll for
19?
both. Oh, and Decima's there, of course, too. So I'll roll for Decima as well.
23?
19.
All right, Strahd goes. Well, there was a murder, not a serious one, and we know who the culprit is. It's,
That's good.
and then Lady Decima
least-
kind of goes, looking at Unicaris, goes, "You do seem very interested. I was noticed the glint. Do you recognize this weapon?"
I do, actually. May I see it?
They kind of look at each other. Strahd's like, flips it around, kind of holds it awkwardly, and like hands it to you because 5 blades. It's
I'm gonna pick it up, pull out my scarf, and just hold it up to the lines.
matches perfectly.
Hmm.
Almost perfectly. It's not the same one, but it almost matches.
Little too close to home here.
Oh, that is interesting. The weapon is very
Can
common
I-
among them. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Can I roll to see if I know that it's not the same one?
Yeah, go ahead and make an intelligence. Go ahead and make a wisdom or intelligence, whichever you prefer. While you're rolling that. It's a common weapon among nobles. It's meant for, what is the word I'm looking for? Formalities.
Would that insight or investigation or
Just
guess
roll intellect or wisdom, whichever's highest. Add your proficiency mod.
okay? 17.
It represents the 5 houses of Barovia, 1 blade for each of the houses. It's from here. It's interesting
Makes
that
sense.
was your injury while you visited Barovia? I suppose it's too healed for that to be the case.
No. Way too healed for that.
Well, then whoever attacked you, most certainly, we have a buy around. Everybody drink. Hydrate check, or dihydrate, your call.
Chocolate milk makes pain go away.
Well then, your attacker was from Barovia, or had visited here. I have never seen a weapon of its like anywhere else.
Might have been.
Dom, what's going through your mind when you hear those words?
Can I insight check them when they're saying this?
Yep, absolutely.
I don't know what's going through Dom's mind right now.
17.
They're kind of sitting there like frozen, and in their mind they're kind of thinking that maybe maybe they could pin it on somebody else. Is what.
For what it's worth, it's not the same one. You remember the other one.
Yeah.
It was more ornate. This is a much simpler.
And I noticed that it's not the same blade as well, right?
I don't know how good of a look you got at it that night, but it doesn't match. It doesn't line up.
Yeah.
So it's not. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the
Yeah,
subs.
I got a 17 on insight on Strahd and Decima or whatever her name is.
Decima.
Decima.
They both seem honest. They both seem to be telling the truth.
Mm.
They're guarded,
Mm.
certainly, but
Yeah, of course.
um,
Well, I hope you catch the guy, and might I say,
well, actually,
Hmm.
perhaps you could be of service to us. We could use someone who
Really?
is not a part of the nobility. It's a very simple task.
I'd be happy to help.
And just
I
as
want
they
to look. I want to look him in the eye when I
Okay.
say that, and just let me. But your eyes.
Yes?
They're so green. I've never seen anything so green like that.
Ah, yes, well, I have been known to have my sea green eyes. It is a part of my character, I suppose you could say.
Just so beautiful. Sorry.
It's what it
sorry,
says on my player character
I-
sheet. In fact.
I'm so sorry. You were saying
No, no.
something. Sorry. Got
Ah, And just as he says this, Radagar and Karis, you guys having returned to the manor, are led by a servant up to the performance hall where the other two are. And as you approach, you can see, Strahd and a noble woman that you don't know standing there talking to Nerkaris and Dom. And as you approach, he looks over and says, "Ah, yes, good. The good knight and noble dragon. I was
Bring
just
up the
asking.
scarf.
I was just asking
Can
your
I
companions
see-
if you're interested in taking a task."
Can I see the knife and
You can
is
see the
his
knife.
scar still visible?
Mm,
Make a perception roll, Nerkaris. Make a sleight of hand. Yeah, because
Yeah,
you're
I
trying to
was
do it
gonna
quickly.
say, if I-
Because you see them come around the corner. Did they see you before you
I
move?
didn't.
I'd nat 20'd.
I'm at 20 as well, so 23.
25.
Cool, I got a
I was gonna
1.
say,
Mine's the
perception's
most
wisdom.
special.
Radagar is like too busy looking at his feet, thinking about the time he time traveled. When he walks around the corner before he looks
Now
up.
walking, thinking of
So
time
Karis,
travel.
you do
It's just
see
so
you do see
confusing.
the scars,
Okay.
and like you see Nerkaris try to hide it very quickly as you come around the corner, and you do see
Do I
Strahd
see
holding
the
his-
knife?
Yep, you guys do see the knife. The knife's not hidden. Strahd's just
Okay.
holding it.
I'm
Ah!
confused on what this thing is, by the way. Is it like 5 blades like a hand? Or
It
is
looks-
it like a claw?
It looks like a hand. It's like they're 5 blades that are equidistantly spaced. It's more like that, but with a 5th
Like
blade.
a fork?
Kinda, yeah, but they're blades. Like they're not. It's not like it's for slashing, not for
But
stabbing.
I would assume like there's a handle and then each blade comes up like a curve type deal.
No, it's got I'm just trying to think. It's got like a crossbar and then the 5 blades attached to it.
So it looks
Okay,
like a
yeah.
menorah made of knives.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it actually. That's exactly what it looks like.
Granagar's gonna go, "Oh, that's quite a knife you've got there. It looks like a fork. You're trying to make a knife fork? That would seem like something a vampire would do, if I'm being honest."
That's a good
Is
one,
there-
guy.
Yes.
Has there been an incident?
Yes, as a matter of fact.
Oh, has there been a murder?
There has. Yes, perhaps we could have this conversation somewhere more private. If you would follow me.
Yes, the music room isn't exactly a
Sure.
great place. The acoustics
Somewhere
are-
that's probably soundproof. As he looks to Ranagar.
Fear not. My office is more than just soundproof. Come with me.
Good to know.
And Strahd leads you, accompanied by Decima, down the hallway and through a door that he opens with a casting of prestidigitation. Inside is a wide room with a large stained glass window at the other end. On either side are bookshelves stacked with books, as well as piles of papers and scrolls. The mahogany desk in front of the window is equally covered in papers, as well as several inkwells, quills, a seal with melting wax. A tall red armchair sits on the far side with several chairs in front. Strahd waves his hand, and several more chairs propped up against the wall fly forward and kind of form themselves into a semicircle. Please sit.
I'll bet you're good at musical chairs and takes this.
Strahd's kind of
Does
I'll
Strahd know
yes.
what musical chairs is?
like,
Oh my god.
Does Ranagar?
Oh my god.
Canon. It's canon now. It's too late.
He
Wait.
forced the kobolds.
Wait.
You know-
Rhaegar, you've played musical chairs before? That's something that
tried.
I only did in college.
So I tried playing musical chairs, but the other kids wouldn't let me.
You Rudolph
no.
motherfucker.
I was just thinking.
I'm gonna sit next to Karis and just be like, that's so sad. I'm sorry that happened to you, and just fix the scarf a bit.
My lord, if you do not need me, this begins. Strahd just waves his hand and she turns around and leaves.
Ranagar says, "I'll play musical chairs with you, Karis."
We'll all play musical chairs with you. It'll be great.
He just kind of like, adjusts up a little bit. Like, obviously,
Gives some compliments.
like the musical chairs talk is definitely the most important aspect of this conversation.
As I'm doing this, I'm looking at Strahd to see if he's glitching.
He does
Yeah,
not glitch.
same. Oh damn. Oh.
So,
Strahd,
was
there's a
this?
method to my madness.
what was this incident that you were referring to?
Yes. So as he's walking around, he casts prestidigitation, and you see like the desk organize itself. Yes, before we get to that, your compensation for the trouble you had upon your arrival. My wife was insistent. He opens his desk and pulls out a bundle that is tied with a gold string and a small pouch. The bundle for you, Dominique. And then
Yes.
who would please take this bundle? And then holds out a pouch as well. Who should I give this to?
Probably the paladin.
Sakaris.
I trust you with money.
He extends his hand out.
Okay, so he places the pouch. The couch contains 50 gold pieces, as well as a small palm-sized carving of the Von Zarovich symbol. And then in the bundle, Dominique, are 10 finely made arrows with silver tips. and I'm gonna throw more werewolves at you.
At least I'm
Like, yeah.
weapons now.
You got silver arrows, but no werewolves ever again.
That's it.
Again.
You never fight a werewolf again.
Well, silver's still good against other things, so don't worry.
Now, yes, we had a murder.
Murder.
Interest of security, I'm going to spare you the details, but that was the murder weapon. It's not an uncommon weapon here in Barovia. It's a symbolic, represents the 5 houses. Using it for a murder like this would be meant to send a message. It's a frame job. It's a poor one. Someone is trying to stir up trouble either between my house and House Mourveaux, or within House Mourveaux. This weapon came from House Mourveaux specifically. It's a failed attempt, and I'm happy to let House Mourveaux handle it. And that is where you come in. I would have you deliver this weapon to Matron Mourveaux in Vallaki, and she will know what to do at that point.
Okay. I'll hold on to it for us. I'm pretty good at keeping track of things. Oh, sorry, I'm not being proper. I'll hold on to it. Sorry.
Yes. Here you are.
Thank you.
So, when we deliver this, what is to be expected? Do we need to wait around? for anything?
Deliver it. Here is a letter, and he holds out a small envelope with a wax seal, also with the Von Karovich crest. It instructs Matron Mourveaux to provide you with your reward, as well as to let you enter her home as guests of Barovia. After that, you are free to do as you wish. It is, as I said, a simple task, but one that is important, and one that is important that I have non-members use. Non-members of the houses, apologies, non-members of the nobility. Simply keeps things a little cleaner.
And they will not see us as a potential meal before we...
No. Not with that symbol that my wife gave you, and not with that letter.
Well,
They will not. You may run into more over-eager, lesser nobles. But
yes, I suspect travel is always going to be precarious, but I think we should be fine.
yes. Nobles believe, whether correct or incorrect, they can do what they want, even if their lords and ladies tell them otherwise. It is a problem, but it is the reality of immortality. It does get boring.
Can only imagine.
Yeah.
Well then, if this is acceptable, I have other work to do.
Of
Not to be
course.
rude, but he prestigitations the door open. Unless you have
You-
any further questions.
You seem like a busy man. I don't have any questions for you. Get up.
We appreciate your hospitality, and if we make it back here, I'm sure we'll see each other again.
I will likely not be here, but my wife will be. So enjoy.
Maybe we'll visit your castle.
What was the wife's name? Is
Yes.
she there?
Irina.
Irina.
No, Irina's not here.
Ranagar says, "Well, you let Irina know that we'll be seeing her." And he gives like a little flourish, a little salute flourish.
before we head out, could I go speak to Miss Irina? That's
Irina
okay.
is not here.
Okay.
She is going on a different task for me, of a political nature as well.
Understood.
Well, we shall be off then.
Good day. And those last little bit, the last little bit of the conversation, you could see him like, you could see like almost like his mask was fading kind of thing. Like he was getting colder, he was getting sterner, and there was very much that like air of like, get the fuck out.
Oh yeah, like
Definitely.
yeah. Sir Karis was pushing.
So you exit and the door closes behind you, and you do hear the of it lock. And what do you want to do?
Where is? How far away is this? Do we know?
Could
How
always
far
ask.
away is? You
Is our-
assuming that it's the exact same as your, it's about 3 days travel. It's like 60-ish miles.
Okay.
It's quite windy. There's a lot of windy ways to get there, but
Do we
Do
need
I
a
have
card
do
or
I have
something?
money?
Travel?
I have money.
No, you have money. Did
if
we
you're-
start with money?
if your background gave you money, you would. Otherwise, no.
Oh, I should have done that.
Do we need a cart for this travel, Karis?
That was what I was gonna suggest. We should get a car.
Yes, it's about the. If everything is as far as distance and travel is the same as my home, it's about a 3-day travel to our destination. So
And we should definitely get a car.
yes. That way we can have some form of shelter.
Yeah, until I can get a certain spell, I can't provide anything, really. I have some extra gold on me from gigs and things from before, but don't know how much help I'll be on the road. How's your trip into town? Did you learn anything new? I'm gonna say as I start walking.
Well, Ranagar found a couple clues.
Rhaegar
sure
clues.
did.
Yeah, and I wrote it down on this notebook.
Oh, what were the clues? What did you find out?
Well,
Read the notebook.
well, I drew a picture of it. No.
Ah,
I drew a picture of an old lady kind of glitching out.
Oh,
I hope it's like really startlingly beautiful. Like
Yeah,
the
it's like it's
drawings are
extreme-
just,
Like
it's just absurd.
very accurate. Like
I want to see words just like actually draw this stuff out and then
yeah,
show us
put these
later.
text out for us.
Hey. Sir Karis can draw. Words
Okay.
cannot.
Gotcha,
Aw.
gotcha.
That is why I'm words for sale, not pictures.
Picture, we're no, I'm not gonna
Right
do
there
that.
with you. That's why I'm
Um,
the teller of tales, not the drawer
yeah.
of tales.
So, glitching out like the witch did before, the old lady in the street, and then Irina did at breakfast whenever she was talking about Waterdeep.
Glitching out like Decima did.
That's true. Did
And
any-
Dom just kind of be in his own head for like a few seconds after that.
We also learned of the Hunters Guild, the werewolf hunters. I say guild, but they're more of like just people. They are out. Where was the city name again?
They're in Valaki right now, or
But they
outside
were
of Valaki.
Yeah, where we're going, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they are actually in the area of where we're headed, so maybe we can
meet with them, get to know them a bit?
at least get word to them that we're there and would like to seek them out.
Okay, and he'll cast message to everyone, and also hopefully we'll get a meeting with that Grey Fang werewolf man. Learn something from their side instead of just all the people who live in Barovia who are tortured.
Well, that settles it. Let us go buy a cart and like a nice donkey.
I don't think we should get a donkey. I think we should get some horses. Donkeys feel like they're a little loudmouth. I don't know. donkeys just don't do it for me.
I don't know how much horses cost, but I doubt we can afford.
Donkeys are actually really good at defending against wolves and coyotes.
Good to know.
Interesting.
It's a real truth. That's a fact.
Fucking fact.
That's a fact. It's a
That's why you
science
see-
fact.
That's why you see them with horses, because they will pound a coyote to the ground with their feet.
So, can we get a cart and can we go find a cart?
Yeah,
and
yeah. You can go
get
to
a
the
donkey?
stables and get a donkey
Donkey?
and a cart.
How much is that gonna run us?
That is an excellent question. D&D Milan, please.
I got 15
Ranagar
gold.
Ranagar tries to haggle with the fella.
Okay, let me get the price up here and then.
For Ranagar, who doesn't have like a +9 to like persuasion.
Oh yeah, I guess I just won't do anything ever because
I'm
there's a guard
joking.
around.
I'm joking.
Dom has
Do what you want.
has 15 gold.
It'll
I also have
be,
15 gold. So.
I think.
You guys better not do anything that revolves around nature ever,
It was a
or
joke.
animals, or the
It was
weather.
a, it was
Ew.
a joke, Patrick.
Why would
Oh
we
my
nature?
god.
Donkey
Your
or
nature.
mule, 25. So you're looking at 40 gold pieces for a donkey and a cart, which yes is higher than the player's handbook.
I have that.
I would put in my 15 so we don't spend too much
I
of
would
the group
Chip
fund
in
or
as
something.
well.
Ranagar, go ahead and roll that persuasion roll for me.
Cool. Got a 10.
Total?
Yeah.
Can I
rolled very
assist?
poorly.
It is too late to assist. It has to be done
Damn it.
before the roll.
True.
35 gold then. I likes a little one.
Oh, thank you.
It's kind of cute, and he like pats you on the head, like very patronizingly, like very cute.
Oh, I don't like that.
I wouldn't
Not
do that
at
to
all.
the dragon. The curse will say just
False dragon.
getting in between the two while we get our
I-
stuff.
I make the sound of a coyote with my druid craft, but like far enough away that he can't tell it was me.
Make a sleight of hand check. Okay, wait, what does Druidcraft require for casting? Like vocal, somatic.
Vocal and somatic.
Do I see
Make a sleight of hand
Rhaegar
check.
doing that?
Well, yeah, make a sleight of hand check, Ranagar.
Oh man, I keep rolling real bad. 8.
Oh my god.
You guys notice it, but the guy does not. He kind of goes like, "It's a very, very strange sounding wolf." 35 gold.
Yes, I think we can manage that.
You guys figure out how you want to do that. Figure out who's gonna
I'll
pay
put
what.
in 10.
I don't
Yeah.
have any money.
I'll put in 10.
Alright.
Looks like you all have money. I'll pick
Yes.
the wrong background.
It pays to be a performer, Rhaegar.
Um,
Quite well, actually.
All right. You have acquired 1 cart and 1 donkey. Do you want to make the common mistake of naming the donkey?
Yes.
Sir
I'm gonna call
Karis.
you donkey.
Sir Karis is a knight. Of course he's going to name the donkey.
Can we call Karis? Can we call it Fluffy?
I think that's terrible. We should call it
That's
horse because that's
I agree.
hilarious.
Sir Fluffy.
I think we can go.
It's a
Can
donkey
I
named
think
horse.
you guys are both wrong. We should name him Pain, because he's a real pain in the ass. Hey!
Oh, that's a
No,
pun.
no.
Everyone,
I just
everyone
said
else,
psychic
everyone else
pain.
suffers 1d4 psychic damage.
Yeah, I think
Pain.
we suffer
I
psychic
think we
damage
should
there.
name the donkey Pain too.
You know,
I was gonna name it Roach because I always name my horses Roach.
why do you name it Roach? That's
It's just-
How many dead roaches do you have had then?
It's just a
how
thing.
about we put a pin on the name, but we agree that we will name it later. Maybe.
Why don't we just
maybe-
name it now?
No, because we have 4 people. We need like a 5th person to decide whether or not it's like a justice system.
I don't like
It's
that.
really
I think the
decide.
two of us voted for
Pain.
Pain, so it's Pain.
Me
I
and
vote for Roach.
True
to tie it.
Dragon. The True Dragon and I
Oh, look,
are
she's
insisting
turned
that
around.
it's Pain.
What do your friends think, Sakaris, about the name of the donkey?
I don't think people who don't fight get a vote.
They're
They do help.
they're split. One wants Pain and the other wants Roach.
So
The one who
Sakaris
wants
is
Pain,
Pain.
I'm like, actually, I've turned around. He's all right.
That was Lancelot.
Lancelot wants Pain. Okay.
Yeah.
Karis is just gonna be like traitor.
He just sort of shrugs.
So that was a real Edward and Jacob situation here, which is weird because Jacob's a bit of a pervert.
Edward and what?
Oh, sorry, I forget. You're all like 10 years old.
How about okay?
21.
We could take it to chat.
Yes, take it
Let's
to
get the
chat.
to
Chat
vote.
says Pain and
All right,
says
chat.
Roach.
You have 30 seconds.
Kit says Roach. I
you
think
want-
we should go with Kit.
Do you want Pain or Roach? All right. We have a vote for Pain. We have a vote for Roach.
Pain Roach.
Roach in pain.
Spam the chat, right?
I don't think we.
I will time you out. I will time out my own mod.
No, I don't think you can. Can you?
Roach in
Yeah.
pain.
Roach in pain. Roach in pain. Papa Roach.
Papa Roach.
Actually,
Why Roach?
I because I was felt like we were being outnumbered, so I went with the next person.
Look at that.
I think it's Roach.
I think it's
Woo.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Y'all are mean.
5.
I killed a donkey.
1,
Killing donkeys
2,
until we get one named Pain.
3, 4,
Listen.
5. It's actually
In for
dead
the ass,
even. No,
boy.
it's 6 for Roach. It is 6
Yay!
for Roach. 5. But I actually like someone's point. We're gonna post a poll here, and we'll leave the
Yeah,
poll
later.
open until I'll create a quick straw poll, and then we'll leave it open until
Yeah,
we'll leave it open
Demetrius.
until like
That-
break.
Demetrius is a good name as well.
Yeah.
That way because there are people who are like Pain Roach, and I was like, or Roach Pain, and I was like, who's this? What's this vote count for? Is it both? I don't know.
Are you okay with their backs? I was looking this way at my other screen, and I just turned back, and you're like,
You guys haven't been paying attention to Vex the entire time. It's been amazing.
Here you go, kiddos.
Not. But
Like,
I've seen.
We'll
I'm
come back to
like-
that later. All right.
Yeah.
Moving onwards, so we
moving
get
on.
You have acquired a donkey with an unknown name yet, as you put your fate in the hands of the viewers. It's very fourth wall breaking of you, as literally all of you turn and go, "What do you all think?" to the when you all look at different cameras, like everyone looks at the wrong camera. No one's sure where the right camera is.
And I feel like Nicaris looks at all of them because it's Bard.
The guard's just trying to look at all of them, like. So, heading out of town. Sorry, my
I'm
cat's
just-
just screaming at me. Can you guys hear that?
No.
Oh,
No.
shoot. Okay, sorry. Heading out of town. Meanwhile, well, very, very far from here, Vex. I'm just trying to think how to do the best way to do this. Where, without being too specific, what is your character up to at this exact moment?
Probably changing the color of someone's water supply. At the
Right.
moment.
So, upriver from a small elven town. Vex, would you please describe your character, and I will update your character name now that your character has actually officially been introduced.
Yes. 5'2", fairly average height. They, looking at them, you cannot tell what gender they are, if any. They will turn one way and you'll see more masculine features, and another way and it's more feminine. And another way, they look like an eldritch horror from some angles. It's just how it works. Tan skin, all muscle, but lean muscle. They're freckled, but some of the freckles, in a certain light, if sun hits them, they look gold. They have fluffy goat legs, a little small nub tail, and their fur is black, but has golden and cream spots. Curled ram horns, with an absolute fuck ton of jewelry on them. However, the jewelry seems to be placed just so that when they walk or move, there's no jingle. Their hair is around shoulder length, it's curly, it's black, and it's covering most of their left eye at this point. And their eyes are very bright gray, and they always sort of look like they're smiling. They are wearing a leather, almost corset-like wrap, around the hips. And then there's a belt that dips kind of low, and has more gems dotted along it. The skirt is pelt and leather, once again with an absolute fuck ton of gems, but placed just so there's no noise. Their chest is entirely bare, aside from nipple piercings. And their ankles are adorned with various, once again, jeweled bracelets and such. There is almost not a pierced point on their ears, which are very fucking fuzzy. And yeah, there they are.
Okay. So as you are adjusting the river's color, a voice behind you. Enjoying yourself?
Breathing. Yes, actually. Gonna slowly turn around, just smile. Hello?
As the stranger approaches you, they smile back. Oh, no, continue. Finish what you're doing. I'm not here to stop you.
Alright. We'll go right back to it.
I do wonder, though. You have a penchant for brightening the days of those who truly need it, yes?
I would certainly like to think so.
I was wondering if you'd be interested in going to a place that could use your particular vibrancy.
And where would that be? Putting down their now empty bottle of colors.
And, like, what color is it?
It is a bright pink.
So, just at this spot, the ink the dye very rapidly spreads, very clearly magical, as suddenly just, like, there's a line where the river goes from, like, regular watery blue, kind of milky, to just hot bubblegum pink. It's a place that's, well, not that far from here. I assure you, it is exactly the kind of place you are looking to spread your particular flavoring.
Usually, I make it kind of a rule not to, take travel advice from locals, however...
Local. Really?
Frankly, I have no idea what you currently look like. I have apparently gone blind for a moment.
Mm-hmm. And looking at them, you can't really tell. Like, there's an
well.
appearance. They obviously exist. But, like, what they look like is... But there's something about them that just makes it difficult not to agree.
Alright. Well, local or otherwise, it sounds like fun. And you didn't stop me, so, that's a point in your favor.
Fair. I have no intention of stabbing you for what it's worth. Here! And he throws you this, like, very thin glass vial. Or they. It? She?
Takes it. Looks at it. They recognize what it is?
Make an investigation check.
Okay. I'm gonna roll it here. Oh, I forgot. My intelligence is 7. That's a 16 though!
It is a clear liquid in a glass vial.
Alright. Uncork. I'm just gonna chug it.
Alright, it tastes like sucking on a metal rod.
Because
And
I
then-
know what that is. Cool. I've done that before.
Everyone hydrate.
Ivy says hydrate.
Hydrates.
I've ran out of water, so
Where did it? There it is.
Words and I
Ivy.
are, or Patrick and I
Ivy,
are
go
one.
for Roach.
I wasn't looking. Did you drink Monster? Yes! We are one. We are what Gal Gadot imagined when she sang Imagine.
And
Oh
then
my God.
you feel this kind of like tingling sensation, and then like a freeze on like the parts that were hit. So like your tongue, part of your mouth, down your throat. I do apologize for this next bit. I did say I wouldn't stab you. I didn't say I wouldn't do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
And then the numbing turns into like a freezing, like a frigid cold. And for just a moment, your whole body goes icy. And then you black out. And as you're lying there, the stranger looks down at you and says, "It'll be worth it. I promise." And you can just make out their smile as life leaves you.
As they're going down, they're grinning. But they are smiling from ear to fucking ear.
So, the rest of you, as you are traveling just south of the village of Barovia, following the cobblestone road towards, well, it's this arcing path that you have to take. Eros, you awaken in a very wet and damp ditch. As your eyes open, you can see the sky above, or could, if it wasn't choked out completely with a thick, thick cloud cover. A little bit of light comes through, just illuminating everything just a bit, but you can't even tell where the sun is. Looking around, you are in a kind of an area, a muddy area along a cobblestone road with evergreen forests on either side. And there is a cart rumbling past. Who's driving the cart? Where is everybody positioned?
I would try.
Oh,
to
I
either
just
drive
talked to the
up it-
donkey.
Dom would be near the back, keeping watch from behind.
I would probably
At the back,
like
yeah.
say maybe one of either Lancelot or
Galahad?
yeah, that brain farted.
Oh,
might
we
be
don't
correct.
need someone to drive the donkey. I'm just gonna sit in the cart and chat with it. I'm a druid, so like, we're buds.
All
That
right.
spell doesn't last forever though.
Yeah, it
I'm not
doesn't.
using animal hand. I'm
Just
just
talking to
gonna
it,
talk to it.
Yeah. Not using
I
magic,
have-
just
I-
talking to it.
I speak a language it understands.
Oh,
Yeah.
um,
So,
forgot.
Well,
Could-
animals understand druidic, right? I don't have Sylvian yet.
I think it's one way. They can talk to you that you can't. You can talk to them. They can't talk back. Like you can't
Yeah,
understand.
you
what
need
they're
to
Cool. So I'm just like, hey buddy,
saying. Just jabbering away.
we're your family now, and we just we chitter chat.
I would keep an eye out on the road.
All right. I will have anyone who is keeping an eye out make a perception roll, please.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
So Eros, you have a cart being pulled by a donkey, with a kobold that has. Actually, Ranagar, why don't you go ahead and hit everyone with a quick description of your character? We'll have everybody go through the quick descriptions of their character real quick.
Ranagar is a 2-foot tall kobold with light gray scales. except for the following 5 sets of color. He has gold around his face. He has very bright blue eyes, but he's got like gold flecks in the scales on his face, and he has these big old horns sticking out the back, very dragon-like. And then he's got a green downward pointing arrow on his chest. On his right hand, he has blue scales all the way up half his elbow. On his left, it's red. And on his feet and like bottoms of his calves is bronze.
Alrighty. Sir Karis, if you could describe your character as well as briefly the 2 attendees, retainers. That's the word.
Yes. Sir Karis is a 7.5 foot tall bugbear. And the top of his head is, the fur is like really thick, kind of like red, but as it goes down the body, it kind of goes into like a reddish gold color. He's fully armored, so you probably only see just a bit of it. You can probably tell just by looking at him that he's a knight. And he carries a giant lance with a shield and a lion emblem on the shield. And he has 2 retainers that are the shifters. They don't always have animalistic features, right? Like they can shift. Yeah. So they seemingly humanoid. They're tall. For they're average, like 6 foot, 6'2", around there. Sturdy builds. They're carrying a bunch of equipment and just basically everything that Sir Karis isn't. And they're very quiet. And probably at the moment, like just moving their hands in a way that you're not quite sure what it is, but you assume they're talking to each other.
Karis?
Nikaris is a he's a pink tiefling with blue hair. He's got ram-like horns. He's currently wearing a very pretty purple scarf that he has up to his mouth, covering up his neck. He has a hood that's hanging down. Wearing a sweater vest, a vest over top of his shirt, long sleeves, nice black pants, and knee-high boots. Well, not knee-high boots, just boots on. I'm not good at describing him. And he is just currently looking around and making sure everything's okay. Very pretty eyes.
Noted.
And last but not least, Dom.
So Dom is a half elf. He is 5'10" and he's got on like a long black dress that goes. It's long sleeved and it's low cut and it goes down. It's got like a nice slit in the leg. He's very much a femboy. His hair goes down here. Wasn't sure if I said that. My brain's everywhere. He's got gray eyes and there's more to it than the brains. He's got a nice bow. That's Dom, sure.
Alrighty.
The bestest description.
So Reros, as you awaken, you can see this cart rumbling past with this hodgepodge group upon
I got
it.
a 17 on perception, by the way.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Ranagar, Dom.
I got a 14.
Okay.
I got a 14.
Alright, yeah. So
When does passive come into play?
passive
he's not
comes
really
in if you're
paying
not
attention?
yeah, that would just be a passive then. If you're not actively
Well, then
looking.
16.
There you go.
It's the same as my passive.
So anyone who's on the right-hand side of the cart would notice this very, very ostentatious and very unusual looking satyr just lying there, like in the mud.
Yeah. Should we stop the cart? They're like.
Whoa there, Pain. Calm down.
It's Roach.
That's what you think.
Don't patronize me, dragon.
Pain.
It's Roach.
Yeah,
Not Naruto
we'll,
here.
we'll see what the viewers think.
Yeah, I saw that.
and then he turns and he looks off into the middle distance. He's like, "We just want to let you know that this adventure is brought to you by viewers like you, and we just want to thank you all for being a part of this PBS documentary series about the." And then the bit's over. But
Like, it's just he keeps rambling on. I'm gonna, as soon as it starts coming down, I'm going to get off the cart.
Okay, real quick,
go over to the
before
ditch.
anyone actually, like, you guys see them, but arrows. You wake up, you kind of like your eyes flutter open, you see all of this, and everything hurts. Like, it is, your horns hurt, your hooves hurt, everything top to bottom is just agony. It's like your muscles haven't moved in days. And it's just like moving fingers, it hurts. You can feel like things cracking. Like it's just so unfun.
I would also
All right,
say,
Nakaris, so you can jump off.
I was the Karis. Like I think they both.
Yeah.
Karis is definitely jumping off too.
I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna need you, if they're in pain like we were, I'm gonna need you to lift. I'll clean them off. Walking forward. You good there, friend? Are you friendly?
It's like a fucking wild animal. Are you friendly?
Are you nice? Are you nice? Oh,
Karis
nice.
kind of has the lance, and he's like,
I
"Are
would
you
just-
alive?" Like poking it with a stick. Not really.
Don't poke it. Don't poke them. Sorry, what are your pronouns? What's your name? Sorry.
could you imagine going up to someone in a ditch and going, "Are you friendly?" And then someone else pokes him, and then you go, "What are your pronouns, though?" Like the most aggression, but you're like, I need to make sure I'm not being. I don't want to be uninclusive while I'm poking this person with my weapon. Good for you. Way to be woke while being awful.
I mean, I'm gonna link the clip in a second here, but there's definitely a clip where Patrick had to ask, "Wait, hold on. How do you be? What is their pronouns? How do you be
How do I
belittling,
be
condescending
not a
to someone who's
non-binary
non-binary?"
Yeah.
So,
Anyways, he's not actually poking them with
Yeah.
the lance,
Sure.
but it's canon, no.
You just stab him.
Dom's just vibing in the cart, just watching this interaction. Another misfit for us?
I haven't felt like this in, I think it's over 200 years now. Or was it 300? They all blend together. Hi, how are you? Like slowly spitting out.
So you're almost as old as the false dragon here. Real dragon, sorry.
Oh, good.
Paris, can you help
It's
them
not-
out?
Someone who's not a literal child.
New person's talking. We don't want to interrupt them.
Sir Karis is probably gonna like
Yeah.
grab them and just kind of like hoist them up.
And as soon as you're out of the ditch, I'm going to resuscitation you clean. Just making sure you're all right. What's your name again? Sorry, didn't know if you said anything.
I don't know if I should feel violated right now or not.
I'm just making sure you don't have any mud or ditch on you or in you. Don't worry.
It
That's
just seems like you have arrived the same way that we all did.
Yeah. He was in a grave. It was weird.
you know, I'll take the ditch.
Yeah, right. I was in a ditch too, I think, but I crawled out of it and left the bog. What's your name? I'm Nakaris.
Eros, it's a pleasure.
Pleasure's all mine. I'll just finish presentation you. What was the last thing you remember?
I was definitely not changing a city's water supply. And then someone who I couldn't really recognize came up to me and said that I could help people have fun somewhere. And I was like, alright, sure. And
Was
then
it an elf?
I have no idea.
Or is it like a blurry figure that you can't really describe or place?
Yeah.
Oh. That sounds familiar to me, right?
Oh,
Jen?
absolutely. Now that you're thinking back, you're like,
Yeah.
wait, I couldn't. Hold on.
It's not your friend that sent them here. It seems to be a common thing of our friend. I'm gonna point between the other three of us who died. Yes, you might want to get into the cart. I think it's fine if we invite them in, right? The carrots?
Absolutely. Oh,
I was gonna ask you
Got
guys
it.
too.
I didn't know my horns could hurt.
Oh yeah, trust me, they do. And he'll just rub his.
well, you guys have known each other 5 minutes and are you rubbing your horns with each other?
Well, I'm not rubbing theirs, I'm just rubbing my own.
Oi, we're going on a mission for a friendly vampire in a weird nightmare universe where everybody glitches if you be weird to them. You want to join?
I am
That's-
so fucking in. That sounds like the most ever-loving fun I've had in an amount of time.
Do you die easy?
I would
I mean,
say
other than the
no,
time just now where you died, do you when you normally get into a tussle, do you die easy?
Did I die? Holy fuck, that's cool.
Yeah, we all
no.
died.
Did
Sorry.
you take the liquid that was given to you?
Yes.
Pretty
You
sure
died.
that's the only way in.
Yes, rest in peace. Me too.
Yes.
I didn't drink a liquid.
Oh
No, you just
were
got
murdered.
regular
now.
killed.
I think I just got, yeah, I got actually murdered.
Sounds fun.
Where did you get? I'll ask you later when we have more time about that, Karis. But yes, get in the cart. We're on our way to another vampire's house to deliver, and I'll pull out the 5-bladed weapon. This thing.
I'm not sure if you've ever heard of Barovia.
Eros, make a history check.
I was about to say, have I?
Yes, almost certainly. Do you remember?
The
I
21st
think
night.
7 intelligence. This is not my strong suit.
I know.
All right, 7.
Do I remember? No,
No,
no, you do
no.
not. You know Barovia is on Praetor, which is the first world, so you're in theory still on like the world you were on before. You're not on one of the many other worlds, the Astral Sea. And like you kind of remember a story about how it's like really misty or something, but not really. You've never been there and you've never poisoned their water or changed their water supply or like defaced a statue, so.
You guys are misty and like foggy, and that's about all I know about this place.
Well, I hope you are okay with fighting vampires, werewolves, and any other form of creature that might want to kill you.
All right.
It's a bit of a circus, but you know,
Hey,
we've survived so far, I think.
I think.
considering you're all still here, I would assume so, unless I am reading this wrong and all of you are in fact ghosts somehow.
I mean,
Well,
I do feel rather
Maybe a
pale.
little.
We should get in the cart, though.
Oh,
Or you
all
could
right.
walk or whatever. The donkey doesn't walk that fast.
Well, I mean, we're more of a moving unified tower on the cart.
I don't think the cart. I think you could walk the same speed as a donkey pulls a
Yes.
cart.
Yeah, but
Donkeys move at like the
I would be
average human
walking-
walking space.
I would be moving
speed.
slower with my pack, but
No, you should take some
Uh,
shit out of your bag.
Arrows would be
Yeah.
moving faster. They're just. You know what? Sure. My hooves hurt. They're gonna make their way over to the cart. and
yes, it's not a good idea
Hop.
to walk while you're.
As Eros stands up and then walks over and then hops, you can hear every bone pop. Like every joint is just like
Oh god.
ASMR.
You
should-
need healing. She, like-
crack of the wrist.
Wait,
no, you're
what?
Yeah, what is your
She's
what
very
is
cool.
yeah, what are your pronouns?
Wait,
as
Yes.
what's the
arrows?
characters?
Eros' pronouns are yes.
Eros' pronouns are, if you can figure out what they are, like, what gender they are, congratulations. But any.
Anyway, okay. Good to know.
Dope. I can't mess up. Actually, I bet I
No.
can find a way.
I do
I was
have a
thinking that
question, their DM.
Yep.
How common are satyrs?
Less common than bugbears or kobolds, and certainly less common than tieflings, but not like super uncommon. Not like oh god, it's a satyr.
I'm just like, would Sir Karis even know?
Yes, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think half elves are like the rarest guys.
Yeah, no
With
one's
all
seen
the
them
elf
before.
bards,
Ugh. Is that a sound I just made on stream? I guess it is.
That's getting clipped later today.
Wow.
I guess.
We should get back on the cart too, Karis. We should definitely check. I want to make sure any lasting scars or injuries from your arrival here.
No,
They-
Eros,
they
you feel
tend to
fine. I
last
mean, you
and-
feel awful, but like, there's no open injuries or anything.
I was talking to Karis.
Oh,
not,
sorry.
Eros.
Oh, my bad. Okay, apologies.
I was saying we should definitely talk about that and anything else. You died differently than we did.
Yes, mine was a little bit more active. It seems.
Yes. Seems like it. What time of day is it? Or is it near
It's
night?
the morning.
Morning? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ranagar,
It's like
Alright.
maybe.
was it noon? Ranagar holds up a berry to Eros. He goes, I made this. Would you like a good berry? It'll keep you fed all day.
Buy a round.
You know,
Drink up.
recently I
Water.
drank more.
I have to go fill up to drink up.
It
Same.
will also make you feel better because it's magic.
You have heard of the spell Goodberry before, as a fey creature.
I would hope so. But we'll take it. You know, I've just drank worse. Let's do it. And just eat away.
As you chew it, it actually, you do feel like a little bit of a warmth go through your entire body, and it makes all the aches and pains a little lessened. Even the pain in your horns goes down. Your hooves still hurt though.
Oh.
So is the hooves.
Would anyone else like a good berry? I've got like 12 of them.
I think Lancelot takes one.
Okay.
It will also feed you for a whole day, so you won't have to carry
Yeah.
food.
You know, I think the last time I saw a kobold, there were actually 3 of them on top of each other, in the coat of some sort.
Well, it's kind of like what I am, except it's a dragon inside the body of a kobold.
Yes, he does think he's a dragon.
I can literally turn into a dragon. I'm gonna probably do it later today.
Hey,
Everyone calm
is-
down.
he is on the side of naming the ass Pain. So,
What do you think,
The real
donkey?
dragon.
Do you think I'm a real dragon? And
dragon.
he actually says that to the donkey. Does it respond?
The donkey,
character.
the donkey kind of like just like
Should we be
like
worried
whinnies,
about the dragon
or
trying to seduce
not
the
whinnies.
donkey?
What's the
Yeah, I was getting
What's
ready
the
to
donkey
say, this is
sound
looking
like?
A little bit like Strahd.
like
Yeah,
it says
what's
something in
the donkey
response, but you have
sound
no
like?
fucking clue if it's agreeing or not.
Oh, he says yeah. He says I wish my name was Pain, and also he's a real dragon.
Did you misinterpret that as saying all I know is pain?
Yeah, maybe that. You know, it's.
But look. This
I mean, he's
this
got an
stuff-
intelligence of like 2.
Well, okay. Then obviously they wouldn't know their own name, and you didn't cast a spell to speak with it.
Fuck it. We have a bond.
Are you going to fuck it
You
then?
don't
if you have a
need
bond?
magic. We don't need magic
we
all
don't
the
need
time.
we don't need to
Don't
know what
fuck
you do on
donkey.
your own personal time. I think we should
Would
just
you like a good
leave
berry?
the donkey alone and just
I would
continue
love a
on
good berry.
and make
Here.
some time because
I will
I'm
take
sure
a berry
I
as
made.
well.
I made it.
I will take a
With my-
berry as well.
with
How
my
did you make
body.
it?
I don't know, magic.
Don't know if I want it anymore.
It came out of my green scales. It's like a little tree formed and it like made a berry. And I just made like 12 of them.
I ate
And you
Renegar's
expect
berries.
me to put this in my mouth?
I would like to roll for whether they are delicious.
Okay. You may roll roll and add your spellcasting modifier to it.
Rolls an
Nat
out.
20.
I'm gonna like.
They
rub
are
my berry to try
so
and clean it
juicy
before
and
eating it.
delicious. They are actually, they might be the best thing you've eaten in months, if not years.
That's right.
You've got some
you live
juicy
since the
berries.
world
Like
was
you
born,
actually
you
watch
never
when
tried
Lancelot
that.
puts it in his mouth and like takes a bite. You actually physically watch him like light up. Like he actually glows a little. Not like literally glows, but like glows a little bit as he's so excited.
Shines.
He's like, whoa.
They've
Oh
ascended.
boy.
Galahad, probably seeing this, will probably like grab one and eat it.
Same
And then
thing.
More than likely, they would both tell Karis to.
Yeah, they're both just
Because-
like very frantically. It's almost illegible, just being like, you have to try one. Like you have to
Yeah.
piece it together for both of them as they're just panicking, hand signing to you.
This is my favorite bit.
And he just like signs back, he's like, fine. So he's whatever. And like he kind of begrudgingly grabs one and then puts it in his mouth.
The best part of all this is I have vamp written in my notes right here. Like, let the players, I write that whenever it's like, let the players just bullshit for a bit. It's literally in there.
Wait, how many?
Uh,
4, 5,
You can make
6,
10.
7, 6. I can make 10.
Yeah, up to
I'm
10.
gonna-
For every level you cast it. So if you cast it at second level, you have 20.
I'm gonna say that Karis, upon eating the
4.
berry, will probably do his best not to show how good it actually
Deception check. Right now.
Can I roll insight on
You
this?
may.
And if I
is. Nat 20, so
What's the total?
22.
That's beautiful.
19 plus 4 is 23.
Oh, you bitch.
You can watch. You know the SpongeBob and Squidward meme? Where
Mhm.
SpongeBob's like, you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? He's got that shit-eating grin. That's this moment where Sir Karis is like, whoa, whoa, just like trying really hard not to hide it, and it's like,
I would like to roleplay this.
okay.
I'm going to literally like seeing them light up just a tiny bit, then immediately hide it. I'm just gonna cast message real quick and just be like, Renogar, you can respond to this. Guess what?
Ranagar waves his claw in front of his face and says, "Stop doing that!" And then he turns to
It's a secret. It's a fucking
turns
secret. Pipe down.
and then he turns to Sir Karis. He goes, "You like my good berries, do you?"
What did Ranagar roll in the perception?
That's a good point.
Not well.
Unfortunate.
So he doesn't know. He thinks you don't like him. So, you know what? Let me change my roleplay to this. You don't like my good berries.
They're adequate. They're good. Yes.
Oh no! It looks like everybody else really likes them, but you specifically seem like you did not. And I gotta say, this was a pretty good batch of good berries. I mean, I've only been doing it, as long as the world's been around or whatever. It's.
I mean,
Renogar, it's okay. And I'm gonna go, sit next to them. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sure they enjoyed it quite a lot.
You know what? I'll try harder next time.
That's good drive. That's good drive. And I'm gonna message.
there's always, there's
Karis.
always room for improvement.
I'm gonna message Karis saying, "Okay, I know you liked it, but don't tell them because I want more."
I'm just saying. He's gonna respond. He's like, we can't give him the satisfaction of knowing.
I've already let him know you.
Well,
you
Renogar,
can't.
true dragon, real dragon.
I would
Those
also
were some
like to.
good berries.
Oh, thank you. And then I would like also to feed one to our donkey.
Okay.
Aww.
So just for clarification, that's 8 gone. So 2
7.
left.
Oh, I guess I eat one too.
Oh yeah,
So
I
I'd
assumed
have
you'd eat
2
one.
left.
Because you need to eat one to know they were good. So you're like, those are pretty good. The donkey looks very excited. It's kind of like, okay, kind of like leans in. It actually
That's
like
right.
walks a little bit faster.
See?
Trots a little bit more.
I'm good with animals. I'm not even proficient in that skill.
Aren't you the druid?
Yeah, but I took like dragon skills.
Right.
Okay,
I actually
so
have
There
a
are
decent
plenty of
animal
those
handling.
around.
so moving on. It's another. Ooh. It's another while as you travel. You actually pass over a well-maintained bridge, and just on the other side.
Well-maintained bridge.
You know,
I appreciate.
I was told to come here because people literally weren't having enough fun, and I am beginning to think I was lied to, like heavily lied to.
I was told a lie as well, but I think we need to be here. Otherwise, we would have not gone here if we died. I don't think.
Ooh, I like what the chat said. They are now called dragonberries.
You.
That sounds like another word for like dragon poop.
It makes me think of that show
Or
with
like,
all the. Was it Dragon
The
Tales?
inappropriate parts.
That's what I thought too.
Did Dragon Tales have dragonberries? I feel like they were a kind of show that just put the word dragon in front of
In front of
everything.
everything, I bet. Yeah.
I bet.
They did.
Sir Karis, you were saying?
What were you saying, words?
He left.
It's like
Oh, he's back.
as far as fun goes, you know, our first day we were nearly killed by a couple werewolves and then nearly killed by vampires. So you know, it's a lighter day today.
You gotta make your best of a bad situation.
If you can't have fun while killing things, I don't think you're doing life right. And that's what I can help.
I don't actually like killing things.
I mean, I'm trained to kill things, but like, you know,
I'm also
lot of
trying to
things-
kill things. It's
I'm-
still not one of my favorites.
I have not killed anything ever. I never had a final blow. I never killed anything.
I don't know. I kind of like killing.
There you go. There you go. If you
why
have
am
to
I
do it,
agreeing
you
with
might as
Cole?
well enjoy it.
I mean, if you're
The
trying
dragon
to kill me and then I
scoop
kill you, I don't feel that bad, you know? It's like bygones be bygones.
Exactly. You steal from me, I steal from you. You try to kill me, I cut off your head. It happens.
Or you bite out somebody's
Would you-
throat, you know?
Would you?
And then they
would-
turn to ash.
if someone tried to kill you, would you try and get revenge?
If it wasn't too much effort and out of my way, maybe.
Gasp.
I'll probably just stain their clothes or something. Otherwise, it's just they're over there. That's a lot of movement.
But if you knew who did it,
I'd probably stain their clothes and be done with it. Unless I had a very quick way of doing it and they were literally 5 feet in front of me. Otherwise, that is far too much work.
so if they were there, you would. Got it.
If it was justifiable.
Who knows?
So,
It's a theoretical question.
as you get across the bridge to the other side, an old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A fresh
a little
roast
chilly.
dances from a beam, a body dangling from it. A sign attached to the body reads, Madman. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia village to the east, where you came from, Zur to the northwest, and Ravenloft/Vallaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope across from the gallows. A low wall partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog. As you move past the gallows, the body sways gently, and the mouth lolls open. A faint whisper can be heard. Wanna know a secret?
Can we all
Did you
hear
all
this?
hear that?
All of you hear it, yeah. Despite it being very faint, you
Yeah.
can all hear it.
Oh, well,
Okay.
that seems like a pretty obvious trap.
Of course it does.
Is that a graveyard? Was it a graveyard?
It's the body hanging from a gallows. There's a graveyard across it from it, on the other side of the road.
Oh. I mean, I kind of want to hear a secret. You think it'll kill us?
You know what it might. Speak to me, swinging man. Tell me your secrets.
Is it wise?
No,
Is it wise?
No, it is not wise. I'll tell you that.
not at all.
And why are we speaking to the madman?
I don't know. We talked with a
think-
dead vampire before.
I think
It
we
seems like
should
they're just trying to just sell us something.
I think we should move forward.
All right. Well, he thinks we
Can
should
you
move
speak
forward.
to us while
What do
we're
you think,
moving?
Dom?
You must.
You seem like the
come
pragmatic sort.
closer.
Oh,
How about I think we're close enough.
that is so far. That's like a lot of movement.
So
to
Really,
is,
do.
is the
like,
gallows
really-
like next to an edge?
You're
Like, is
just
it
a
like
billboard
straight
of
drop?
No, no, no.
danger.
It's
I
it's
think
the
we
middle of
should
the open.
keep going, guys.
So, there's a sudden and violent wind, and the body bounces up and down, and also swaying back and forth violently. You can see the rope straining under the weight. I assure you want to know this secret. The body hisses much louder, its voice seemingly carried by the wind.
You remind me of a drunk
Why?
salesman I met once.
Why would we want to know this secret? What's it about?
Well, that would probably reveal the secret, wouldn't it? I don't, he would be a pretty poor salesman if he told us.
They can give us a quick rundown of a general vague idea before we risk our lives for something we don't know.
There's no
Honestly, I'm
response.
just saying I'm not buying your pitch. I think you need to go
Same.
back to the drawing board.
Get some marketing skills. Go to one of the Bardic colleges in Waterdeep. They'll actually teach you something.
There's a terrible crunching sound as the head tilts back violently, followed by a second popping as the jaws dislocates as it opens impossibly wide. Black smoke billows forth, congealing into wispy tendrils that look almost like bandages. They wrap and twist into a grotesque humanoidish form from the head, of which is the hanging man, still bent back with dislocated jaw dangling open. The voice is now a howl, bitter and angry. You will hear this. The sound of creaking bones and earth breaking on the opposite side, as the dead pull themselves from the graves opposite, struggling to free themselves from the earth. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh
I was
shit!
like, we're all on the cart still, right?
You are.
I don't think we ever stopped moving. No.
Nope. But that's not how initiative
Yeah, we never
works.
stopped. I'm just saying, like, we never stopped. We never said
You're
we
still
stopped.
rumbling, but you're not. It's not like you're
Yeah.
booking it. You're just walking.
Guys,
like,
I
Yeah.
really don't
Okay.
think you understand how slow donkeys pull
Oh,
carts.
Oh, that's
And
a
if
bad
everybody were on
initiative.
this cart, that donkey would be struggling so hard. This is like you're a bugbear with full plate armor, and you have two full chainmail with two associates. There's like 7 of us on one cart being pulled by one donkey. It's not
You should add
very.
another donkey.
Strong donkey.
He's a great donkey, but he's not booking.
Yeah, Roach is doing his best.
yeah, the level of
It's pain.
the level
It's
of encumbered
pain.
is. What's great is that I'm probably just gonna name the donkey myself afterwards.
There are 40.
I know how I saw that, and I laughed so hard when I saw that.
At the pain roach doesn't
I
seem to be
don't
moving us
even
too fast.
think we've had that many viewers.
That's because
We
multiple
haven't.
people
It's
can
been
vote.
outside people.
You can vote multiple times if you just rerun
No,
it.
you can't.
No, you can't.
I
No, you
could.
can't.
No, those are.
I couldn't.
I couldn't, so I took. Well,
Yeah.
I tried. It wouldn't
Yeah.
let
Say,
me.
I tried as well.
It
That's
wouldn't
all I
either.
know.
maybe somebody tweeted something.
How? Yeah, like, there are 53 votes.
Oh my god, it's Patrick and Jet. What did you do?
Guys, I muted
I
myself
just
on
think
here,
that
and
the
I said that I would
universe, the
make
universe made a choice, and it's that the donkey's
I
name
don't.
is Pain.
I don't
I'm
respect
not
the
gonna-
universe. I feel like there's some
Wow.
cheating.
Here's somebody who doesn't respect democracy. Wow. In a time like this.
You totally.
You know what?
You know what?
I'm
There's
not gonna
no
say
way.
what I want to say, but
did
you're
not
actually
rank
right.
this.
I see how, like.
I have simps. That's
Yeah, I know.
I was gonna
also
say
have to,
who.
can
I was
send
wondering who
them
was gonna
this
call for
way.
help.
What?
I
Call
was
for
trying to
help?
honor.
You mean like a tweet?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
no, That's
No,
exactly what I thought
sent it to
happened.
Henry, and I was like, "Hey, vote for Pain," and that was the only place I sent the link.
I was
Yeah.
like, there's no world where Patrick didn't tweet that out immediately. Like, hey friends, help me out here, please. And just abuse. I knew what I was doing when I said make this a thing. Like,
Hey, there were no stipulations about whom could or couldn't vote. This feels like some people throwing out valid votes. You guys are.
Oh my gosh.
This is gross, honestly.
Patrick's
You know?
cheating.
They seriously made a tweet.
Yeah, of course they did.
goodness.
I don't know.
Sorry.
When I said that, I thought y'all
Forgot
figured
to
that out
send.
immediately, like knew what was gonna happen. I was like, there are
knew
people in
what
here with a lot of
you
followers.
did.
They're gonna abuse this. I was half surprised that you didn't make a TikTok on the spot, Patrick. All right. For the purposes of this, I'm just not going to put down the tokens for the other two because D&D does not handle being on a cart well, because the cart's apparently 10 feet by 10 feet, but like 5-foot squares. So the other two are just going to stay on the cart. If the cart gets attacked, they might get attacked. We'll see how that works. Let's roll this over. Ooh, I'm actually happy with that.
I don't like being so close to this monster.
You probably should not.
Why are the ranged people in the front?
Yeah.
You said you sat
you guys
down
can-
next to me.
Yeah.
True. No, I'm thinking about in front of this monster. Like, what?
I'm just saying, like,
Oh, we're that close
Mr.
to
Karras
it?
is probably taking up quite a bit of space.
Alrighty, Nerkaris, your initiative, please.
I got a 4.
You got
Not 1 plus 3.
Dom.
I rolled a 16.
Uh-oh.
The Patrick Lawler followed me back onto. I'm dead, guys.
Wow. I hear that guy's kind of a dick.
Karis.
We got
I mean-
the same initiative.
You got a 16 as well,
What?
Ranagar?
Yes, I have a +1, so you probably.
I have a +4, yeah.
Karis?
Also have a 16.
Oh!
I
Great
have a
minds.
+4, so.
Eros, please save them.
I have a 9.
Not saving anyone.
Yes, arrows.
I am very quick on the draw. Yes.
Hmm? You just slowly turn like, oh, there's a hanging man.
Dom, you
I'm
have
looking right at it, but
you
I
have
thought-
a 3 cheers. So you have a D4 inspiration die.
Oh! Wait, when? Cool. What is. For when would I use this? Brain dead.
Also,
Sorry.
FYI,
Come
they're
on.
not actually kobold zombies. I'm just using those stats. Because I really like them for zombies. Because they're really shitty. And it's kind of funny. Alright, so at the top of the initiative is our spooky boy. You should have just listened to his secret, guys. He just wanted to share. Then y'all were rude.
Arrows
I
was stupid.
I wasn't
Arrows was-
rude. Karis was rude. It was hilarious.
So the mouth, the like broken jaw and like broken neck, like leapt back. You can hear this like mumbling, frantic whispers coming out. And I need each creature within 30 feet to make a wisdom saving throw, please. I will roll for the donkey and the friends.
Does the donkey
that's
get a
all
bonus
it
because of the good
It's a
fairy?
7.
No.
I also rolled a 7.
The
Is
donkey
it a
also
spell
rolled a
spell or
7.
magical effect?
It is.
You would get
13.
advantage if it's magical.
It is not a magical effect.
And
It is
about
kind of like the
Oh.
it's kind of like the dragon breath thing, where like the monster is magical, but it's an innate natural thing the monster can do. Because it doesn't
Is it
say
even
that it's
worth
magic in
it
the
to
description.
use my D4 right now for this if I rolled a 7?
I mean, that's really up to you. For what it's
I
worth,
got a 15.
both Lancelot and the saving throw is a 14. If you
Oh,
failed,
I rolled a. I got 24.
if you
Why?
both Galahad and Lancelot luckily passed. If you fail, you will suffer. Oh god, I rolled 2 ones. You will suffer 5 points of psychic damage and are stunned until the end of your next turn. If you succeeded, you will take half that much damage. So two points of psychic damage, and you are not stunned.
Wait, we're stunned until our the end of our next
end
turn?
of your next turn. Yeah.
So we're stunned for 2 turns?
No, you'll be stunned until like your next turn. You'll be stunned for this initiative round. You'll be back the next initiative round. So who failed? If you guys click on your character and hit the little button here, let me demonstrate on. So if you click on your character and hit this, pick something to represent stunned.
Did you? I don't have D20 up.
Roll 20.
Roll 20.
I also don't have
there a
access to
link?
my character.
You just open up your Roll 20 account and you can find the game.
Yeah, if someone wants to
You
throw
can
in the
also-
link.
I'll send it.
Please. Yeah. Why don't you have access to your character? That doesn't make any sense at all. Let me fix that.
I got it.
Oh, in
Eros,
player's
is
journal,
it
but can be
truly
edited
mine?
and controlled by. I should probably do that.
There are colors. I just. Can
There
I
you go.
make-
You should be able to control your character now.
Yeah, okay.
Is there enough
Oh.
dots there?
That's good.
All right. That
think that
is, and then the big shadowy monster is just going to advance to there and basically threaten your squares. Let's just mark these guys as hostile, baddies. And that's the end of its turn. Dumb. It is your turn.
I am stunned. What do I do to mark that my character failed the thing?
If you it won't matter because it's just the end of your turn. Your turn just ends immediately and you're no longer stunned.
Oh, I'm just playing with buttons. It's fun.
Karis, did you pass?
Yes, I
Okay.
passed. So big shadowy monsters there, zombies over there. I can still hit it from where I'm at, so. Because that 15-foot reach.
That's not terrifying at all.
Stabbity stab.
So yeah, I'm just gonna whack it.
All right.
Yeah. So that's a 23 to hit.
23 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hey, that's max damage, so that's 15.
15. Okay. Did you do any smites on that, or just the base damage? Is that just
You
the
know
damage?
what? Yeah, that's just the lance damage.
'Kay.
Well, yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just test it out. We don't like. I guess how did it take that? Like, did it feel good? Not feel
So as the lance stabs through it, you can see it kind of phase through the creature, and as you pull it out, you can see that it damaged the wisps, but it definitely didn't hit as hard as if it was a physical, as if it had a physical form.
good? Okay. Just do I kind of like recognize what this type of thing is?
Make a religion check.
Probably should have done that before. That's only a 12.
No. You know it's some kind of undead. You recognize it vaguely, but you've never dealt with this
Vaguely.
creature before.
Okay.
Anything else, Karis?
That'll be it.
Ranagar.
I'm stunned.
Okay.
Oh.
Eros.
I don't feel like moving, so we are going to attack it with an unarmed strike. Just gonna fucking punch it. But we're gonna spend 1 key point to use Fangs of the Fire Snake, so I don't have to move.
Okay. So you watch as Eros kind of jumps to their feet and assumes a fighting stance. They clap their hands together, and suddenly their hands erupt in flame, and you can see these almost like cobra, like fire cobras, coming off of their hands.
21,
That'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
7, nothing, and then it's going to be another D10. So I'm just gonna. It's 9 points of damage.
So as they throw a
Uh,
punch,
All fire.
yeah, as they throw a
No.
punch, yeah, it all becomes fire.
Yeah.
The cobra actually shoots out of their hand, extending their reach and slamming into the creature. But you can see as well the same thing. It's the fire. The cobra disappears into the fire, are into the shadows, and as it extends out, you can see some of the wisps are damaged, but it's definitely not taking as much damage as you would have expected.
Then, because of that, she's like, oh god, well, it's fine. I guess I'll get closer. And they're going to hop down, get right next to it, and then bonus action, punch it.
Okay. I think your punches
Again.
are still fire damage. I think that's just until end of turn you're dealing fire damage with your punches.
Let me check real quick. Yeah, for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
And I still get the 1d10 after. Awesome.
Oh shit. What is the donkey's? How many hit points does a donkey have? I'd love it if there was the debate. We didn't even get to the end. I think the donkey's still alive, but it's stunned.
It's 24.
It has 11 hit points.
It's 11 hit points. It's
and
still
10
alive.
AC.
Yeah.
I don't know why people are saying poor roach in the comments, because unless a miracle happens, that donkey's name is Pain.
Pain is because of election fraud right there.
Yeah.
Not election fraud.
Sorry, what was that to hit for the second punch?
24. And so
That
that's
hits.
a total between the two attacks of 20 points of damage.
What was the second attack damage? 11 then?
Second attack, yeah, 11.
Okay, so yeah, again, this time landing and kind of doing like a Superman punch as you jump down. It slides through with the fire and kind of burns at the shadows. You can see part of the tendrils actually ignite just a little bit, but it's not doing as much, not having as much impact as you would expect. Nerkaris! Sorry. Eros, was that everything? Action, bonus action movement?
Right.
Should be everything?
Yeah, was just gonna insult it and be like, oh, god damn it, you're annoying, and then that's it.
Okay, Nerkaris.
You're gonna love this, Andrew. I'm going to turn around and face these zombies.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cast Shatter right here.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Don't plug it, please, because I have the table. I know what happens if you fail.
I know what happens if I fail too. 18.
Okay, you're good.
Just gonna
so it
whip
works
around
perfectly.
and just Kelly Clarkson since you've been gone scream.
Since you've been gone. And you watch as this line of notes comes flying out, blowing off the cover that Nerkaris has on their neck. And flying out and slam into where? Could you ping where you want the shatter to be again? I assume just in the center of all three of them, like there.
Yeah,
So it hits all of
it's
them.
gonna be in the center of all three of them. Yeah.
And it slams, and there's this shockwave. The grave that's hit actually explodes everywhere. Dirt comes flying out, rocks, pebbles, bones. A bone actually like scatters into the cart, like a femur.
Yeah.
There's a skull that kind of clatters onto the road, and then the shockwave blasts through these zombies, who all have to make a saving throw.
Yeah, DC 14, and they'll take 17.
And they have disadvantage because they're restrained. Oh no, wait, it's con saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is going to be. All right. Well, pretty good. Pretty good. The con's +3 because they're zombies. All right. So what was the save? Sorry. 2 21s and a 13. So I think the 13 fails and takes full
13
damage.
fails, but everyone else passes.
'Kay.
That's 17 thunder damage, half down to 8. Yeah.
Okay. So one of the
and
zombies
then-
takes the full impact as it's still trying to pull itself out of the ground, and you can watch chunks of flesh get torn off, its clothes get eviscerated in the impact, and it kind of, as it is really struggling and is already bloodied. And then the other two, they take the blast, but not nearly as impactful.
Yeah. And then next up as a bonus action, I am going to use a Mantle of Inspiration on me,
Okay.
Words, Jet, and Patrick, giving us all 5 temp HP.
Okay.
They can only target 4 people, and they can move their movement speed anywhere they want without taking attacks of opportunity.
Okay.
As a reaction. So add 5 temp HP to your thing, and then
Who was Ranagar one of them? I was away
Yes.
from my...
So it's
5
I
temp
think I
HP,
already
30 feet to
reported
those
that.
characters. So
Yeah.
with 4 players, not arrows.
Ugh.
Oh, poor arrows.
Should have done
I'm
it to the
sorry.
donkey.
That's
The
what I was thinking.
donkey's still stunned.
No, the donkey took its turn.
Yeah, the
Oh,
donkey
it
took
did?
turn.
The donkey would have gone at the 10. I always have mounts go at 10.
Can I change the one on myself to the donkey?
Sure. Know that if the donkey moves, you aren't protected, and you will take an attack of opportunity because you will move out of its
I'm not
reach.
forcefully moving though. Like I'm being forcefully
That's-
moved.
That's not.
Damn it.
Because, like, it'll specifically say, because, like, getting shoved triggers attacks of opportunity. I believe we can check. We'll check because it's relevant to your turn.
Yeah.
Um,
Because that decides if I do this or not. I gotta protect Roach, guys.
I mean, I
It's
don't
not
want to.
roach.
The thing is, I don't want to meta game either. So
Yeah.
I was making a.
I don't know.
Because Nicaris is
Name
smart
is-
enough to
You
know.
can make a chance
certainly
check
not
against
wrong.
such a strike is called attack of opportunity. Yeah, you can make an attack opportunity attack when a hostile creature you can see moves out of your reach.
Okay.
I'm still
Nicaris
referring to Luke
would-
and Roach.
Nicaris would just put it on himself.
'Kay.
Not the donkey.
Sounds good. The zombies are all going to attempt to finish digging themselves out of their graves.
I probably helped them, didn't I, with my thunder?
You did, actually. They all managed to pull themselves out, so that'll be their action, and then they'll meander over 5, 10, 15. Sorry, you did your thing. Everybody gets their move. Their 30 feet of movement.
30 feet of movement.
So
I
if you
mean-
would like to take it.
Sir Karis is like, I can smack it from here. So.
I'm gonna
Like-
move 1, 2.
Dom, Ranagar, would you
3,
guys like to take your
4.
30 feet of movement without triggering attacks of opportunity?
Ranagar just walks up to the donkey.
Okay. Ranagar stays.
Dom likes moving out of the way. Like,
'Kay.
away. That'll work. Sure.
Okay, then the zombies will meander to here.
They can move over the fence?
15. Yeah. We'll try and 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Make sure I'm not cheating. They have 20 feet.
I don't-
So this guy actually.
I don't like
this guy's
my
actually.
choice
This
much
guy's actually
anymore.
half over the fence. He can't make it anymore. 5, 10, 15, 20. Is the zombie gonna? That's the one that's super beat up too. That is the zombie's turn. Back to the top with our shadowy friend. Does it get back its scream? It does not.
There's Philip.
So it's going to go ahead and let's see who's got. Do I do something really mean?
You kill the donkey.
kind of indirectly. It's going to use its Whisper of Madness, so it chooses 3 creatures within 60 feet of it. It's going to pick Sir Karis. It's going to pick Dom, I guess. And it's going to pick Ranagar. I need
Oh,
you all to make a
cool.
wisdom saving throw.
Good thing wisdom is like the best
20.
thing I have.
16!
24.
Rolled a 1. My dice are so bad.
23. 23.
Ranagar?
20.
Okay. You manage to resist. So as the thing kind of whispers this these insane words that are all mumbled and difficult to understand, you manage to kind of block out the the effect and take no damage. And it's going to.
The knights of my old order said worse things than that. Come on, you can do better.
It's going to meander forward onto the cart to kind of threaten all of the peoples. And then it's Dom's turn.
Blackthing put in the chat, you also don't provoke an opportunity when you teleport without using
You're cutting
action
out.
reaction.
You're cutting out.
Look at Blackthing's thing in chat. They looked it up.
Cool.
Does using your thing require you to use your reaction?
It does require me to use. It's a bonus action for me to pick one bonus action.
I would need to look at
And then it's
this
reaction.
because I don't
Yeah.
agree with that. Also, where is that worded? Because I couldn't find that in the rulebook. Anyway, we'll look at it later. It's not a big deal now. It ended up not being relevant.
Yeah, it didn't. We didn't use it. So.
Dom will pull out their rapier and slash the zombie that is right there on the
That
other
one?
side of the fence.
All right. It will have half cover.
Yeah. Here, let's roll actual dice on this one. I don't trust the bots. Apparently, I shouldn't trust my dice too. I mean, a 16.
That'll hit.
Hey, cool. And then 1d8. That was an 8, so that is 12 damage.
Okay. Just make sure. Yeah. So stabbing over with your rapier, you drive your sword down through the clavicle. Clavicle. Holy God.
Clavicle.
Clavicle. And kind of
Clavicle.
up through the zombie as it kind of, and as you pull the blade out, it collapses onto the wall. You can like this like trail of like ichor.
Good. Yeah, sure. No, I'll move over right there. Yeah, that's my move. Cool. I'm done.
Okay. Alrighty. Next up, we have Karis.
Alrighty then. So he is going to use Thunderous Might. I'm pretty sure it's the one I'll use. Yeah. He's gonna use Thunderous Might on the shadowy guy.
Okay.
See if the spell damage does anything else.
Okay. So bonus action, Thundering Smite, and then action attack.
Yep.
Is that the correct order? Okay.
Yep. So it's a 16, which I know you said hit.
Yep.
So 12 damage. 12. So that's 14 on the lance.
Okay.
And then that's 6 and 4, so 10 damage on the thunder. And you know what? Let's just get a little freaky. Go with a smite as well.
Okay.
He didn't like that it didn't take damage.
Well, it took
And
damage,
that's-
just half.
Well, yeah. It didn't like that it didn't take the full force. So that's another 12 on the radiant.
Okay, so 12 radiant. How much lightning?
Uh,
I missed
10
you.
lightning
10?
and
Okay.
14 piercing.
Okay, so as the lightning swirls around your lance and you drive it through, both of those damage it, but again, not as much as you would expect. But the burst of radiant actually blows a hole in its shadowy form. And you can see now, like, it's very vague. The head's, like, actually, like, the shadows connecting to the head to the rest of it is dangling loosely, even more so now. All right. Ranagar the Unyielding.
Ranagar. Which of the zombies are dead?
Sorry, I will delete the... Oh, it didn't...
All of them.
There we go.
Just
All
not-
of them are dead?
Just not fully.
no,
Just not fully.
The one.
The one that's
Oh,
deleted
yeah.
is dead. Sorry, it didn't update on stream right away.
Poggers.
There's two alive.
I'm gonna... Ranagar is gonna offer the donkey a good berry and try to calm it down so it doesn't run away.
It was about to on its turn. Good call.
I'm aware that
Make
it was.
an animal handling check with advantage. And I will also note that it heals 1 point.
Oh no, I only got... Both of them rolled meh. I got a 14.
Okay.
And I would also like to bonus action heal the donkey.
Okay.
That's right. Heal that ass.
I'm gonna heal that ass. Where's my D4?
The ass is the most important part of this.
He gets 8 healing. So
Alrighty,
it
back
should
to
top him off.
full.
Did I pass? Is he calming down? I don't know.
He seems to be relaxing a little bit, but it's definitely like kind of like pulling itself forward slowly. Obviously, it will on its turn as it looks at this big shadowy monster behind it. Speaking of which,
Oh,
it is its
donkey! If you move, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity. Do you understand the rules?
All right, the donkey is gonna take its turn and not move.
Guys, I did it. I wasted my turn so that we would keep the inanimate donkey.
So we keep pain.
Eros, it is your
Keep
turn.
Roach.
Pain.
You really clinging on to a faint hope here.
Not hope,
87%
stubborn.
said pain.
Yeah, but how many of those people were in the Twitch chat?
Doesn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't recall that. It's not on the Twitch. It's on Straw Poll. Maybe some friendly people came in and offered their opinion.
I love it
Are
so
you denying those? Are you denying those Americans their right to vote?
I mean,
is-
the
this
poll.
is-
I will point out the poll is in
my.
Canada, so technically the only
So-
person whose vote matters is the Canadian.
Mine.
I don't think Fandom Inc. is in Canada.
No, but
So it's
No, but the
pain
person
then.
Oh my.
it doesn't matter.
It's
Moving on,
initiative.
Eros,
It's
it's your turn.
initiative.
Canada doesn't even have democracy.
Correct.
It's the Queen.
You don't exist.
That is a
Yes.
nat 1.
I take it you punch.
Start strong.
Tried to kick.
Go for a kick. You
first
actually
time.
hit the wheel.
Wow. Ooh, sturdy. Good to know. And moving on for a second attack.
'Kay.
Bonus action.
Alrighty. That
Well.
will also miss. So as you kick and then follow it with a punch, it just sort of fades through as the creature's shadowy form is incorporeal and falling apart.
You know, that could be really useful. He's then going to move. And well, yeah,
Oh,
he can-
actually, important point to note. Never mind. Never mind. Sorry, I thought you and Karis were flanking it, but you are not. Karis would need to be one square over. So never mind. Carry on.
No, yeah.
Fair.
Gonna just move over here. And I know that would take an attack of opportunity.
It's
That is.
it's going to hit you with its maddening touch. As you go by, it just grasps out at you. 12 to hit.
Ugh.
Once again, well, no, that isn't it.
So it's just.
Uh-huh.
Anything else?
No, aside from the fact that Eros is literally dancing away.
Nakaris. Tis your turn.
Well, everyone seems near the people I can shatter, so,
No?
is there a way I can shatter these fine, lovely zombies without hitting Eros? It's like the radius of shatter is
10-foot sphere. So not in a way that would hit both zombies.
yeah.
Do I have a sweet effect for shatter? I have a bunch of really cool effects.
I could be collateral. That's okay.
I don't want to. I don't want to
This
cause
is
any
not-
collateral.
This is not one of my moving ones, my animated ones, but 10 foot by 10 foot. Yeah, that's what you'd be looking at.
Okay,
So you can't
I
move.
will just hit the. I'll hit the one that's near.
Sorry, 10 foot radius? No, it's a 10 foot radius sphere. So should be 20 feet by 20 feet? Yeah, never mind. But yeah, I don't think there's a way to hit both without hitting. Yeah, there isn't.
Without hitting friends.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna get the one that's near. That's near Karis. And
Want it there?
actually no, I'm gonna go for the monster.
Okay.
Make me a Constitution saving throw, and I'm just gonna scream
Don't hit the cart.
Make a wisdom
away
save.
from the cart. Away from the cart, if I can. Just
Oi!
Yeah.
Don't break
Yeah,
the
no, you're
cart.
good. You're good.
Yeah.
Carry on.
wisdom saving throw. Oh God.
It's okay, Pain.
Don't lose it. Actually, this would be the time to lose it.
This would be the time to lose it. 13.
Their throat burns, but you manage to get the spell to go where you want it to as it hits the gallows and fucking obliterates the gallows. There is a spray of splinters and chunks of wood everywhere as the shatter detonates. Con save, super passes.
Yeah, but still does 11 damage, half down to 5.
Okay.
And
Half down to 5, half
literally,
down to-
whenever I'm screaming this, I'm just saying, "Come at me, you shadowy bitch." in
So you
Infernal.
notice that as it goes through, the shadowy effect doesn't seem to take as much force from the thunder damage.
Just gonna look at it. Just pat my chest.
The zombies. This zombie is dead. Well, the zombie. All right. First off, this zombie is going to attack. This fellow is going to go ahead and attack Eros, obviously, because you're right there. Makes good sense. It's going to get a 11 to hit, so it'll miss. And then the other zombie is going to 50-50 either attack. It's going to attack Cercaris. It's going to get a 2, so it's going to miss as well. As they just kind of like, one swings, and Eros just dances out of the way, and then the other one just, kunk, it hits you, Cercaris. You kind of like look back and are like, what?
He's like, the fuck?
It actually just like kind of like tapped you. It was just like,
Yeah. I've been trying to get a hold of you about your insurance.
My really ineffectual rolls. All right. Does it get its scream back? No, it does not. It's going to. That can go away now.
Eros always has Cult of Dionysus on loop in their head, and that's just what they dance to in combat.
That's one of a song on Nikaris' playlist.
It's on Eros' playlist.
I love both of you so
I
much.
need to continue making Dom's playlist.
I guess we're gonna swing at Cercaris because he did the hurt. Natural 20.
Of course.
So as the thing comes in, it just grabs you and it actually picks you up with its shadowy tendril. For
Strong ass
18,
thing.
20, so it'll be 24 plus 27 plus cocked. 27, 30, 41 points of psychic damage.
Holy fuck nuggets.
You got 5 temp HP, remember that.
Yeah,
Wait,
that
what?
still takes me down, like, immediately.
Yeah, it's a big crit. So yeah, as it holds you up, you can just feel this wave of knowledge. There's some sense in this nonsensical madness that overflows your head, and there are things that you're kind of trying to piece together before you black out. I will need you to make a con save because that was knocking you unconscious and doing more than half your hit points in an attack.
Mental hit points. I've
So
lost
roll.
one already
Nope,
as
this isn't.
well,
This
so-
is for an injury check.
Yeah, this is
Oh
injury.
no!
Yeah, this is an injury
Oh.
chart. Roll under your con.
6
So it's just a
Huh?
straight roll. Roll under your con. Straight d20. You need to roll underneath, equal to or underneath your con. So your actual score.
Oh. I rolled a 14, so
You rolled
and my
a
con
14?
is 14.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you are fine. There is no injury. However, you are unconscious.
Yeah, I'm.
And then the Alip will just kind of meander forward over your body and look to its next meal. Listen to me. Dom, your turn.
I'm gonna pull out my bow.
I'm gonna shoot it.
I thought you said I'm gonna pull out my
I use the
bone.
power of gun. Did Dom get a gun?
I do. The first character I want to play a gunslinger and just do that. I cast gun, just so I can say that
Gun.
constantly.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my bow and I'm gonna try and shoot the big guy.
Alrighty.
Yeah. It's a big.
Oh, Karis, I do need a wisdom save as well. You can just save that for later, though.
What is math? 13.
You have a D4. Do you want to use it?
Yes.
Cashing in those 3 cheers for Dom. Hip hip hooray.
15?
I have 15 hits. Roll damage.
Hey, and I get the sneaks attacks because what's his face is right there. Right.
There is an ally within 5 feet. That is correct. Who is not unconscious or
Cool.
restrained. The donkey counts for that, by the way.
I love that.
Hell yeah.
5. Wait. Okay. 11. 11 plus. That's 15. I know
15
math,
points
guys.
of damage. So the arrow slams into the actual fleshy head and tears it clean off as it tumbles into the cart and rolls. The shadow kind of as it fades out of existence.
Yeah, I
Have
just
you
killed
killed the big
guy.
one?
Yeah.
Cool.
Aw.
I've got 2 kills so far. How about you?
Yes, Grindolf, that is the joke. Karis, I am rolling your death save. Do you have anything that modifies death saves that I should know about?
I don't think so.
Okay. Radagar the Unyielding.
Oh, I'm gonna do something cool. It would have been cooler if the big guy were still alive, but whatever. Just imagine. I mean, you know, yay for Dom, but stole my thunder a little. All right,
really?
yeah, I'm gonna do something pretty dope. If I'm on this, can I occupy the same square as him and also hit him?
You can't end your turn on a square occupied by an enemy, even if you're.
Can I move over, do the thing I want to do, and then end my turn elsewhere?
Yeah.
Will I still be able to? Will he count as? If I hit it, will I hit him?
Yeah,
do
just
a
show me what
thing?
you want to do,
I-
and then we can.
Here's what I want to do. I want to move here without coming out of the zombie's attack of opportunity range. I want to turn into a red dragon. I want to breathe fire on everybody.
All right. I'm
So
excited.
I would also like to role play this because I think it's going to be funny.
I know what you want to do. I know what's going on
Thank you.
here. Yes, you can do that. If you
I will
transform,
breathe fire on Karis.
yeah,
That's
you'll
important.
actually displace Karis over 5 feet when you transform.
Yeah.
Dope. I would like him to move into the fire, please.
Yeah, I know what's going on.
Visually, I feel like Eris is gonna get like lifted into the ground, lifted into the air, 5 feet as you breathe the fire, and the fire engulfs him, and like that's the last you see of Karis until.
Well, hold on. Let
He
me
rises
let me
from the
role play
ashes.
this. It's gonna be funny.
Yeah, I know what's going on here. I need a dragon. I'm actually really upset with their dragons. I'll have to make some tokens, but we're gonna go with
I'm a big boy now.
this dragon. Yeah, you'd be a large creature, I believe, is the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Please place. There we go.
Goldfish.
I also would like to. I would, if I have to fly, that's fine. I just don't want to be in the way of the cart.
So actually, Radagar, you wanted to roleplay it. I'll just set this up for you so you can do your thing. I will get the breath out here shortly.
Cool.
Its health isn't going to be accurate because its HP is going to be whatever yours is, so you'll just have to keep track of that on your own.
I will do so.
And then let me get. All right, don't mess me up here. Roll 20. I need roll 20 to do the thing. All right, I spent like so much money getting these stupid effects that I want to use them.
Do they know what I'm about to do?
No,
Or-
I don't think anyone's.
No.
No one else has access to the rules.
You've told me a bit about this, but I'm still a little confused.
I'm skeptical.
We're gonna
I know what
use-
it's doing.
We're gonna use this guy. Here he is. Please load. Come on. Roll 20
Eros
is.
has no idea.
Yeah,
Roll
Eros is
20
like,
is.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eros is about to see the dragon for the first time.
What was the cone on the breath attack? Could you remind me of this?
30 feet.
30. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And so I assume you want to try and hit as many people as possible.
Don't worry about me.
I didn't know it could get that big.
That is.
Yeah.
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 That is-
what I want to do.
That's kind of what I figured.
That poor
So
I
for
didn't know
context, chat.
cones were that big. Fuck me.
Yeah. that's what the 30-foot cone.
Well, does this work on the cart? Am I gonna burn the cart down? The thing I'm gonna try to do?
I assume you're in the air, and we'll say that the way you're breathing, the cone won't hit the cart because it's shortest right
Sweet.
there. For the chat, Patrick is playing. Ranagar is a Circle of the Aspects Druid, which is a homebrew specifically for my setting that will probably be included when we do the PDF up of the stuff we do on tune-up, subclass tune-up, when I have enough subclasses to make doing a PDF worthwhile. All right. Would you like to describe this for everyone?
I sure would. After 2 turns of doing absolutely nothing, Ranagar's about to come in clutch. So Ranagar pats the donkey and goes, "Sorry about this," and then he bounds up onto the cart and he takes a little running leap and he jumps into the air and he wild shifts into a goddamn red dragon. Do you want to describe it? You were given it different features before.
Yeah. So as he jumps into the air, you watch. Where's your red scales?
On my left hand.
On your left hand. So you watch as Ranagar jumps in the air, and as their body twists and changes into the shape of a dragon, the red scales extend out from that left hand as it turns into a claw and covers the rest of their body. They grow wings out the back. But those of you with knowledge of dragons looking at this dragon realizes it has the 4 horns of a black dragon. It is the head shape. It is the head band of a green dragon. It is the head shape of a red dragon. It also shares, all of its scales have kind of a metallic glint. They're red, but they're metallic. And so it shares aspects of 5 different types of dragons. As the rest of its body is larger and more similar to a gold dragon. And as Ranagar spins around now in this dragon form and then breathes fire over everything, would you like to, I will make saving throws for the monsters.
It is
It's a fail. It's 2 fails. I promise.
Um,
They have like a -3 to their dex.
It's a 10 DC
Negative
10 plus. Is it 12?
So it'll be 8
10
plus your
plus my
proficiency.
proficiency?
Yeah,
8 or
8 plus your
this is
proficiency.
10?
Oh, then 10 plus your proficiency. Sorry.
So 12. I'm gonna roll damage.
All right.
Ooh. 8, 11, 16. Am I adding that? Oh, I add my wisdom to this particular.
Yep.
So that's 11, 16. So that's 16 damage to the bad guys, and then everybody else gets healed for 20 HP.
So as this wave of breath washes over you, watch as the zombies are consumed in the flames and just evaporated, melted. They melt as they kind of are blown away by the force and just kind of crumble into moldering piles on the ground. The rest of you, as the wave hits, you kind of cover yourselves, and as it hits you, it actually heals up the injuries along your arms and the damage you take, not burning you at all.
Ha ha! I bet you didn't see that coming! That's the red dragon's voice. I don't know how to write that down.
Just look back on streams and take little sound bites to remember.
So
No, did not see that coming.
as the enemy retires, Karis, you awaken with this wave of heat washing over your body, patching up your, well, it doesn't really patch up your wounds because you don't have physical wounds, but you can feel the pain in your head diminish. You still have these running thoughts that aren't yours, and it's like watching. Obviously, Sir Karis doesn't know what this is like, but you as the player knows what it's like. It's like watching a film reel where they've cut out parts from different films and pieced it together and are running it 3 times the speed. So you're just getting flashes of images and words and sounds, and it's just hard to comprehend.
Yeah, he's just probably not even trying to speak at this moment.
Sir Karis! I burned you back to life.
Andrew?
So. Sorry, you go first, Trey.
I want to make sure I have my scarf around my neck
It is. You can make a perception roll to try and find it because it got blown off your neck when you first cast Shatter, and then you ran away from where it was.
Yeah, I'm going to literally prestidigitation my neck to look like it's just like nothing's there, like as makeup, and then look for the scarf.
Can
I would like to do a perception check.
You're paying attention to Sir Carrot. not
passive
me.
perception. No, always passive perception.
16.
Make a thing.
I'll make a sleight of hand, but I got a 17 on perception, and
Okay.
Oh, you make a perception. Oh.
I have to look for my scarf, and then 19 on the sleight of hand.
So prestidigitation can't disguise you. That's a different. There's a cantrip that does that.
No, but it can be but you can change color of things. It can cover things over. I can make things look pretty. I'm making my.
Oh yeah,
scar
you can.
not
Yeah,
look
right.
like-
Gotcha. Yep.
I can. It's like putting on makeup. I'm putting on.
I see what
a
you're doing.
lot of
Yeah, I get it.
concealer.
All right. Yeah, I see that. It's kind of like soiling the object
So-
with something that matches the color. Moving on. Okay.
So Dom's gonna get up and walk over to Renegar and be like, "Why didn't you just do that at the start?"
I was worried about the donkey.
Yeah, I guess.
The donkey's kind of like it sees
Also,
the
I was stunned.
it sees the dragon.
Don't run, donkey! I start talking to the donkey in Druidic, but in that really obnoxious voice I've chosen.
You can see the donkey's like not running, but it's just like very slowly like walking away. Like
No,
very
donkey!
slowly. Just
I'm your friend!
make an animal handling check with disadvantage because you're a dragon right now, and dragons are scary.
Oh, I got a nat 20 and an 18! Ha wasted rolls!
I don't know. We
Don't
really
you
need that donkey.
see, donkey? It's me! Dragon! We fucked in the Shrek movies!
I knew you were. I heard the intonation of your voice. I was like, they're gonna say it. They're gonna say it.
The donkey is aroused.
Didn't mean to do that.
17 on perception for the scarf.
You find your scarf and manage to hide yourself.
What
Did I
gender
calm
is
the
aroused donkey?
I got a 22. Did I settle the donkey?
The donkey has stopped running away from you and is relaxing.
Can I pet it?
You may pet the donkey as a dragon. Make a sleight of hand check.
There! Wait, that's the wrong voice. Wait, what was the really dumb one I was just doing?
There.
Donkey! What am I doing a roll for?
Like a sleight of hand to like not hurt the donkey. Make sure you're using the dragon's dex.
I think the dragon's a 0 plus, so a 15.
Okay,
Flat
yeah, you just
15.
managed to like very gently run your claw along that of the donkey, which kind of like freezes up for a second, then it's like just looks really tired
We're
now.
there, donkey! We're friends!
It's had a really stressful day. It's been hauling these
Very
seven.
stressful
It's
for
been
a
hauling
donkey.
6, then 7 fat asses by itself in a cart, and then it got attacked by a bunch of undead, and then there's the dragon. The donkey is very tired.
Just gonna stuff my scarf around my neck and then just put the ends of it below my shirt.
Okay.
We handled that pretty well. Should we check those graves? See if there's anything in them other than what was there.
Oh, some casual grave robbery.
I mean,
Is-
we're in Barovia.
I think Sir Karras is going to sit down in the cart because
You good?
he's still a bit shell shocked.
So as you sit down, your mind is spinning, reeling, and as it tries to rationalize all of this nonsense in its head, you have impossible notions and unthoughts that cross your mind and seem to delete real thoughts, leaving you with little more than a metaphorical pile of insanity and truth to sort through. You can tell it will take time to comprehend any of it, and you're also certain that you're trying to piece together a puzzle without some of the pieces, because you definitely didn't get the full secret that this creature was trying to impart.
I would like to bite Sir Karras.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Before I do, I go, "Don't worry, buddy! I've got you!" And then I bite him.
Okay.
But as a dragon.
You make an attack roll with advantage because Sir Karras is sitting down, which is like as close to prone as we're gonna
I'm
get.
not expecting it.
Just sort of,
Oh,
don't
no,
worry.
I rolled poorly. don't,
I mean, Sir Karis, you
what
could
do
just
I
opt
do?
to be
What-
hit if you would like.
I don't think he's paying enough attention to
Okay.
to accept like to
So,
to willingly do
As the
anything
bite
at the moment.
chomps down on you, you feel that same wave of like healing energy, of like a little bit of a tingle pass from the tips of the teeth through your body. It doesn't penetrate the armor, it just passes through, as it just kind of gives you like a gentle healing nom.
That's gonna be a 10 more healing, and then as he's sort of biting you, he's like, "Do you need any?" Oh.
No, I should be good.
He lets go. He like stops biting you.
How many other forms of dragon can you turn into? that a
So
guy?
many.
Yeah.
Does anyone else need healing? And then he chomps.
Maybe
I
a
think-
little.
I think I'm good.
Who said maybe a little?
Dom wasn't in that flame
Dom.
thing.
Dom comes over, he goes over and bites Dom.
Arrows. So you're just sitting there watching this dragon now bite its friends, and they seem to be fine with it. Is it just sort of
Plus
Nope.
10 or
Oh,
10 to
eh.
healing.
Eros,
Thanks.
this is
That
a new
works.
thing for most of us as well.
He, like,
Renegar is very.
he walks over to Eros. He's like, "You good?"
Oh no, yeah, you're fine. I'm just wondering, you said casually grave robbing? That implies that there's competitive grave robbing.
Should we? I mean, in all
I mean, at this
honesty, we
point, the
checked
graves
most
aren't really
things,
graves
right?
anymore. They're just shattered all over the place. Like, there's
I
wood
just wanna see if
splinters from the
there's
broken
anything.
gallows everywhere. Like, and the graves are just all everywhere.
I don't know if it's really anything anymore. I mean, I kind of did destroy this area, but this is check, right?
And not
Yeah.
leave a pile of gold from a dead vampire in the road.
Exactly. That's what I'm. That's the. I looked back and I saw that and I was like, shit, we could have been a little bit more wealthy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna make an investigation check if everyone else is staying.
Okay. Anyone else
But-
want to look for loot?
Might as
Sure.
well.
Sure.
Eros isn't gonna look for loot. Eros is gonna look for anything they can easily deface.
No, Dom won't look for loot. It's fine.
The only thing to look for would be the wall, because everything else is in pieces. It just is already defaced. So if you want to start defacing the wall, you could. Investigation.
15.
All right, checking through the wreckage, I guess is the way I would describe it. You can tell these bodies seem to have been buried rather hastily. One of the zombies are now dead, like actual dead zombies, like the zombie corpses. Had a scroll hidden in their boot that you found because part of its foot was blown off. And you find like the upper chunk of a torso that's just like rotted flesh and nastiness. And dangling from the inside, you can see there's a pouch. There's like a pocket that inside is a small pouch that has a very small diamond in it.
I'm taking the small diamond. And I'm taking the scroll. What is the scroll?
That is a great question. It is a magic scroll of some sort.
I have identified, but I don't think I have a pearl or an owl feather to cast it with.
If
so-
identify, so as per the house rules, if you do not consume the item, it is assumed that you have it to cast your spells. You don't need to go out of your way to go find a
Okay.
bead. You are a caster who gathered the things they needed to cast, and you have a component pouch, and you can cast your spells.
Yeah, I was adventuring for a fair bit.
Yeah,
to get
you're
to
not
where
a
it
bunch of
was.
amateurs who don't
So
know how
I
to.
most likely had it.
Yeah, you're
I would
set.
use a spell slot to cast Identify.
Oh, you're gonna use a spell slot. Okay. Identify take a
Yeah.
minute when it's not. Yeah, I think it's a minute when it's not a.
Ye-
you
Yeah,
check.
it's a minute to
Cool.
ritual.
So you're gonna be there chilling for a minute doing the casting identify.
Yeah.
Okay. What is everyone else doing
Well-
as Narkaris kind of just stops and starts casting? Taking what is it? It's like whatever the object is, and like literally moving it up and down, and it glows blue
Can I also
softly.
do this on the? I'm not gonna show the diamond. I'm gonna put it in my pocket for later.
Okay. What is everyone else doing? Narkaris, you're just chilling.
Yeah, like he's obviously like mentally not there, like good. Just piecing all that stuff together. And I'm sure that Lancelot and Galahad are probably
They're
trying
just
to
beside you, yeah, trying to
attend.
just keep you, take care of you.
Dom just sit in the cart.
Ranakar, are you still a dragon?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
you gonna stay a
absolutely.
dragon for the full hour?
Don't,
Probably,
don't,
yeah.
Don't waste the wild shape, man.
Before we go
Talking
on
about-
break here,
I
Eros,
already did. I'm already.
how do you want to deface this wall? Which is the only thing left to deface.
In a few ways.
Okay.
First of all, going to start coloring the very like the side. Start coloring the top of the wall. Various holy symbols.
Okay.
But they're like a little off. Like there will be parts of them that look very phallic, or parts of them that look like they could be like someone's face. And there's just a shit ton of holy symbols that are just off.
Okay.
And then Eros is going to try. Hold on. I am not going to remember any of your characters' names right off the bat. Eros is going to try to enlist the help of the dragon. Just gonna walk over.
I see you're drawing dick monsters.
Of course. I need your help with something, if you don't mind.
I'd be honored.
Yes. So I want to do about the same thing or something similar alongside the wall.
Before I go with you, I gesture over and I'm like, Percival, please attend Pain. And I walk over. But like as a dragon.
Waddle. Eros is gonna start mapping out their vision and so this is a path between here. But can you use your claws to engrave it?
Sure. So I
Oh gosh.
start doing that.
So
What do I do? Like a
these two start working together to deface the earth, beside the graves or inside the where the graves would have been.
Oh no, this is on the wall.
Oh, okay. So you're
Both.
defacing the wall.
Both sides of this wall, just covered, top and sides.
Okay. And while
Top.
these two and Nerkaris is finishing up Identify, it is a scroll of Find Steed, because I was worried I might kill the donkey. when I designed this, I was like, whatever animal they have, there's a good chance it gets caught in the AoE and dies. Fortunately, as it turns out, your donkey is made of tougher stuff. And with
right,
that, we will
pain.
take our break. We're a little late on taking our break, so it'll be a quick one. Say 10 minutes, actually 10 minutes, not like the 10 minutes we do usually. So with that, thank you very much, everybody. We will see you all in 10 minutes. And Vex, welcome to the Houses of Barovia.
Welcome.
It has
Welcome.
it has a similar tonal shifts to the Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, where it goes from being really silly to really serious on the drop of a hat, and you're not really sure why.
Wait.
So-
wait.
I was getting
that.
I have. If I can go. Yes.
So with that, thank you everyone who is here watching. We love you all. We will be back shortly. Welcome back to Baxter's
branding.
Tavern Tales. We are back from our break. Before our break, our adventurers, did a lot. They discovered a knife that very similar to the wound pattern that Nerkaris has. They spoke with Strahd and agreed to deliver said knife to another noble, matron Mourveaux of House Mourveaux in Vallaki, which is about 3 days away. They bought a cart, and there's a debate going on about the name, which I'm not going to settle as the DM, and it's really funny. And then they came across a body hanging from a gallows, which, when they refused to listen to its secret, turned into a shadowy creature known as an Alip and attacked them, along with some zombies. And after a fierce fight where Sir Curris got critted into oblivion, and Ranagar turned into a red dragon and breathed fire on everyone, healing the friends and melting the zombies. They have just finished a little, not even a short rest, but a little brief pause, while Nerkaris found a diamond and a scroll. And Eros enlisted Ranagar's help in defacing the wall, this wall, and was drawing
I'm
phallic
just
images
saying,
all over it.
Sir Karis got critted so hard he went through the Full Metal Alchemist gate.
Oh God.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, God.
Weebs.
I'm gonna get up with the scroll, and I'm gonna head over to Karis. I know you're deep in thought here, but I found this, and I think it'd be better use for you later on if you ever need it. And he'll hand it over.
Right.
It's a fine steed. It's one of the spells I think you can learn eventually.
Thank you.
And if you need to talk or anything, because you look like you're deep in thought, my ears and my shoulders are always open.
If I knew the words to say, I would. But what is in my mind,
They seem
Yes.
stuck.
no, it makes no sense.
Only way to make something make sense is to unravel it. At least get it out by speaking to see images or writing it down. Because that's how I got things out of my head.
It's not anything for me. That creature, I don't know. Does Karis make any sense of anything? Like, can you piece together anything?
Not at this point, now. This is gonna be
Okay.
a
Can I
long
roll a
struggle.
check to see if I know anything about that creature? Like, just
Sure,
from
make a
what I looked
religion
at
roll.
it? So, let's roll this.
I would like to make a roll for how good I scratched the dick monsters into
Yeah,
the wall.
go ahead. You can roll a performance with advantage because you have arrows assisting you. Like,
11. I don't.
Yeah, no.
I don't do well. We'll figure it out.
I got a 12.
they're
Take-
they're definitely penises, but like they're really rough. Like
As long as they're penis shaped.
They're
that's all
very
that
phallic.
matters.
Can arrows go behind them and add little bits of color to certain
absolutely,
spots?
you absolutely can.
Yes.
Don't. Just take it a step at a time, Garrus. And to make things simpler for both of us, I'm gonna go by Nikki here, at least. That's what my friends called me. Just,
Good name.
I've had better and worse, trust me. And I'll just get up and I'll go sit in the cart and just probably get out one of the books he has and start writing in it.
I just need to reiterate something. Radgar is currently a majestic red dragon, using his claws to carve phallic images into this Barovian wall
Okay.
at the direction
they
of
are
a satyr.
phallic- They are phallic holy symbols.
They look
that
nothing
is
like the holy
important.
symbols with a 12. They're just
So
they're just
it's-
phallic.
No, I can't make that joke even on an
I really like the idea that if this were like a television show, Karis is just sitting there having like a real moment, and you could just see slightly in the
Yeah,
back
just
of the
in
background.
massive
Yeah, like-
dragon just being like, "Here's a dick,"
Like,
So
and the satyr being like, "No, let's."
You know,
get
like in
more
Community, whenever they always have like the background scenes
Jokes,
going
yeah.
on, like
a
this
guy
is
delivering the babies.
yeah, like that's that moment where like Karis is having like this existential crisis, and then
Oh my
dick.
God, Eros, are we Troy and Abed?
you guys are Troy and Hobbit.
Trying up it in the morning. So Dom's not just gonna be staying in the cart. He's gonna pull out his book that he has, and he's gonna start drawing and writing about those things that he killed.
Should we get a move on before it's too late to get a move on?
We're drawing penises.
And they're quite lovely from what I can see over here.
Thanks.
No
What?
problem, dragon.
Would paint wouldn't affect you in any way, shape, or form, right?
Who, me?
Yes.
Probably not.
Good to know.
All right. So moving on. You travel for the rest of the night.
Wait, hold on. I
Go ahead.
shapeshift back into a kobold and stay in the cart. That
Okay.
counts as a rest, right? Short rest?
Yes, you can take a short rest in the cart as long as you're resting and you're not guiding the cart. You can't be doing anything. No perception, no nothing, obviously. But yeah, you can chill out and just like nap. Just curl up and nap in the cart.
Do I get? I want to nap on someone. Who lets me nap on them? It's adorable.
I will.
It would probably be Karis because he's probably going to.
Karis needs a friend. That's smart. He's gonna climb up on your shoulder and nap like a shoulder cat. You probably have big ass shoulders, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's 7.5 foot tall, 300 pounds. I think. You know.
I want you to imagine like Mushu from
No,
Mulan.
I'm literally just thinking of a Totodile sitting on like just sitting
not-
on
I
someone's
don't think-
shoulder.
like
He's not fat enough for a
Ursula.
Totodile. Totodiles are beefy boys.
Yeah, he's a pretty thin dude.
He's a thin little kobold.
He's a thin little lad. Anyway,
Do
you
you
travel.
get do you get health on a short rest?
You can spend hit
You
die.
don't hit die.
So you
What does
travel
that
for the
mean?
rest of the day. The cobblestone gives way to a smooth, flat dirt road. Just as the sun dips, the dirt road begins to cling to the side of a mountain and ends before an arcing bridge. I guess I should have asked this. Do you go the way you're supposed to go, or do you go the complete opposite direction? You have options. You could go down to the city of Zur, or you could take the route that is quickest and gets you to where you're supposed to be going. But you have options.
think
I should offer the
I think we're gonna go the route we're supposed, the
Yeah.
route
Okay.
that
Oh,
Strahd
yeah.
wants us to.
Karis would suggest.
I mean,
the
actually, I guess
quickest
it's really
route.
up to one of the two guys because they're leading the
Yeah.
cart. They're actually driving, so I assume they just. I guess it's up to me then. Thanks for giving it to the NPC. All right. But yeah, you guys are gonna go the quicker route as opposed to heading to Zur. The road towards Vallaki.
Yeah, like-
jokes aside.
Unless there's a reason to go to Zur and like take the extra time, then yeah, no.
You travel for the rest
'Cause
of
the
the day.
I was gonna say because the hunters are in where we're going, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, the dirt road begins to cling to the side of a mountain and ends before an arcing bridge of molded crusted stone that spans a natural chasm. Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn. On the mountainous side of the bridge, a waterfall spills into a misty pool nearly 1,000 feet below. The pool feeds a river that meanders into the fog-shrouded pines that blanket the valley. A small hamlet rests beside the pool, windows illuminated with candles. And this would be about the point where you would take your first long rest, unless you want to risk exhaustion and pushing forward.
Should we?
I mean, in
Uh,
theory, you can. It's just the donkey and whoever's driving it that risks exhaustion. Everybody else can sleep. So.
Well, I took a little nap so I could guide him.
Well, we don't want to kill the donkey.
Yeah.
I can fix the donkey.
Not if it dies of
No,
exhaustion.
ooh,
Not
not
if it
from
dies of
exhaustion.
exhaustion.
Can't heal your way through exhaustion.
No.
What kind of bullshit is this?
we need rest.
Why even
I-
have magic?
I think we should rest. It'd be good for all of us.
Let's see if we
Sleep.
can. Let's see if we can find
And I'll
Maybe a
cover
place-
something.
a place to cover.
There's actually like there's like someone else had already camped right beside the bridge on this side. The way you could like kind of shimmy beside the bridge would cover you on one half, you'd have trees on the other half, and then kind of the way in and out. So it's a pretty nice little covered area.
We'll do that.
Mhm.
Alrighty. So as you set up camp, what do you guys have for camping supplies? Does anyone have a tent?
Ooh.
Nope.
Got a bedroll.
Also
I-
a bedroll.
I also have a bedroll.
So sleeping under the cart. Eros,
Yeah,
Probably.
sure.
say it.
Eros is going to probably. Is there any tree nearby?
There is, yeah, there are pine trees.
Are they climbable? Is there?
Make an athletics check.
Cool.
Please flub it, because it would be so funny.
Please. 14.
14? Yeah, you managed to clamber up one of the pine trees. Just sort of.
That is where Eros is going to put down their bedroll and then proceed to tie themselves to the branch and the
Pulling a Katniss
bedroll.
Everdeen. Got it.
All right.
Um,
Eros is.
Nikaris.
up.
Yeah, Nikaris would change into one of his outfits. This one's. Think of stuff that you'd probably get from what is the store? It's very goth. I think it's like
Hot Topic?
black. No. It's black something.
I have no idea.
I'll think of it later. But it's basically just a tank with a pentagram
'Kay.
around around where the neck is, And then you're just gonna put the scarf.
Which
and you're
means
just gonna land
completely
this at.
different things in Praetor than it does in our world.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
a
but
star.
It's just a star upside down.
Okay. While you guys are getting your camp together, eating, I guess you don't need to eat, but you can if you want to. You're not
I'm saving
hungry.
my rations.
Yeah, we got that good berry.
How long do good berries last?
A day.
Yeah, I think it's a day.
Like a whole day?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have to
what-
recast.
I cast good berry again.
Okay. Yeah, it'll last 24 hours.
What
I
level?
I give everybody a good berry. And then
What
I
level
feed
was
the
that?
donkey
See-
one from today.
Save that for whenever we wake up tomorrow.
No,
we've
I'm
already
not going to
casted
waste
it.
this spell
Yeah, 'cause
tomorrow
then he
when I
saves
can
the spell
cast
slot.
it today.
Sir Karis?
Was the scroll like a one-time use, or was that like
It's a
I can
one-time
learn?
use. You're not a
Okay.
wizard, so you can't copy the scroll. That's
Yeah.
the wizard thing. You get a scroll, and you
I
copy
mean,
it
it's
yourself. Yeah, it's a
fine, I'll
one-time
just
use,
make a
but it's.
one-born wizard.
I'm pretty sure Find Steed is permanent until the creature dies. Like I think it's actually you find like a wild animal or some kind of animal that's around that would make sense to be a steed, and you just get it permanently until it dies. I'm like 99% sure. We can check it when you cast it. But regardless, while you guys are setting up camp, you can hear the of a cart winding its way up the road towards you. And as it approaches, it's just a fully covered wagon being pulled by a single very large horse. And the figure behind it wears kind of a tall hat and sort of, I'm trying to think how to describe it, like almost like a corset looking thing with like a jacket over top of it and like leather pants. Good evening, travelers. She kind of pulls up beside you.
Oi, hello.
Yes. Hello.
Oh, people. Hello.
A person.
Hello.
Would it be too much trouble if I parked beside you for the night? This is where I would usually park. I completely lost the accent. Fuck. I'm not gonna be able to get it back now either, so we're just moving on.
Well, it depends. Are you
fear
going to
of mine.
turn into some sort of monster and kill us?
Yes, I'm a vicious monster. No, I am not going to turn into a vicious monster. I am.
Are
Oh,
you
well,
going-
guys, he says he's not going to do it, so I trust him.
Ranagar, it's...
No, it's a fair question in these lands.
I mean, to be fair, everyone we've met so far has turned out to be a monster, so, I mean,
But-
it's a bit of a normal precaution.
Lucaris?
Do you?
Ouch.
I don't.
Not you.
I'm sorry that we've parked here. But
No.
do you have any
I'm
spare
not. It's a free road.
camping equipment that you could give
Uh,
us? Well, let us use for tonight.
I suppose we could connect the tarp to my wagon to create the cover. Yeah, we could put the tarp. You can sleep under the cover. It would give you something. I don't camp. I sleep in my cart. Why this here? And she kind of
Ah.
motions at the carved wood cart behind her, like I sleep in this. I don't have camping gear.
so you're a glamper.
I don't know what that means, but no.
It's glamour camping. We
I-
learned that in school.
I don't know what that means either. Regardless, I could, if you don't mind me sharing the road with you, I could repay your kindness by telling your fortunes.
I would love that.
Oh,
I
how
haven't-
fun.
I haven't had that done in such a long time.
I'm so excited about the Taraka deck. But I'm really mad because I already own the Taraka deck for Curse of Strahd, and then I saw this one, and the box is way bigger, so I thought they were full-size cards, and I got scammed really hard. So don't get scammed, kids. This is not a full-size deck of cards. It is regular playing cards in a bigger box, and I'm very sad.
Oh.
Aw.
I could really use that $20 dollars, wizards. Give it back.
Oh.
Fucking bastards.
Sue wizards for it.
Yeah. False advertising. Box is not. Cards are not the same size as the box. So, would that be acceptable?
Oh, yeah, whatever.
I would
Wait, is
love
this a man
that.
or a woman?
It's a. Yes.
It's a. It,
Probably
yeah,
a woman.
From
More-
Curse of Strahd, I remember it being that, but it might be something else. now.
More. It's not. It is not who you think it is. It is not that character. I promise.
Yeah,
it's just
I
similar
know,
to that
but like,
character.
I just, I know.
Yeah.
I think-
Does Karis recognize
Nope.
them at all?
No, they give you kind of vibes of. They do give you Esmeralda vibes, which is like the she lives on she operates on the council, but like you get Vistani vibes, but it's not her at all. I mean, this woman has like black curly hair, and Esmeralda looks very different. This woman's also less womany. Like, it's not. I mean, probably a woman, definitely feminine bodied, but not as outwardly feminine.
Well, set up shop and we're
Well
happy
then.
to share the road.
And so she kind of pulls in beside you awkwardly and like unhitches her horse and ties it to a tree and leaves it some
Karis would help.
snacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And then she kind of pulls out. So the side of her wagon has like a I guess just a tarp basically that she can like extend out and put out to like sell goods under, to like create a cover on the side, where you could set up your bedrolls and be sheltered between kind of the way she set it up and everything.
Eros is going to, because Eros wouldn't have like tied themselves down until they were right about to like pass out. They are going to hook their legs around the branch and like hang upside down and just watch as everyone sets up.
Okay.
Interesting.
So who would? And she kind of like sets up a little fire and like puts on a pot to cook, and then sits down.
Rhaegar
beside
takes
it.
care of the donkey.
Dom would want to.
So who would like to go first? As she kind of pulls out a deck that looks just like this. Except it's full sized. It's not this tiny thing. This is gonna be a running thing where I'm mad about it.
Size doesn't matter, Andrew.
Good morning, Ben.
Never had my fortune taken.
You should go first then. It'll be a good experience, I bet.
Does it hurt?
No.
No.
It
Well,
could.
Actually, it could.
It
can.
It
depends.
won't physically hurt. It could emotionally hurt.
You'll be fine.
No, I want to be emotionally hurt.
That's why you
Can I
joined
roll-
the campaign.
Can I roll to see if I know anything about fortune?
You can. Sure. It's just you wouldn't know anything about because it's different for everybody,
Yeah.
right? It's all over the place.
It's different. Yeah, the different ways of doing it and everything.
So,
What
Yeah,
can I
sometimes.
roll?
I apologize. My name is Mesme, and you all are?
I am Sir Karis. And these are Lancelot and Galahad.
And then gestures to the rest of the party before they can introduce themselves and not be presumptuous.
I'm Nikaris. Nikaris Tylen.
Dominic.
I'm Eros.
Upside down.
Who?
Yeah, no,
So-
completely upside down.
Is that the sailor? Hello! That was unexpected. Today is a very interesting
you
day.
know-
Kobold and Bugbear are one thing, but the satyrs... I don't think I've seen a satyr in these lands before. How exciting! Hello!
No, we get around. I don't think there's a single place a satyr hasn't been at some point.
No, that fits. So, Sir Karis, good night. Would you like to go
Aw.
first?
Rhaegar didn't get to introduce himself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did cut off the party.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, no,
Everyone's so
it's a
beast
excited for the
dragon.
satyr.
Go ahead, Rhaegar. I'm sorry.
No, Rhaegar doesn't say anything. He just is taking care of the animals. Just like, oh, that's fine.
That one over
I remain
there,
unnoticed.
that one over
You
there, that
accidentally-
Rhaegar, we fucking love
You
him.
accidentally bruised
I mean, I have
Patrick's
no
ego.
idea
She
much
can't-
about him.
She
No,
can't
no.
see Rhaegar.
Patrick's fine, but
She can't
Rhaegar is
see-
a little hurt.
She can't see Rhaegar because he's behind the donkey. Like, he's in the dark.
The
Taking care of
donkey is now Rhaegar.
We do have also,
looks over
we
and
do
just-
have a
You have a
we
dragon.
have a kobold as well.
Ah, well, if you would like your fortune told, you can come over.
I like your horse!
Oh, thank you. I like him too.
What's his name?
I hate you. Can I make a name of the horse? No. Rhodey.
All right, to the chat.
Keep
Let's name the horse.
No, too late. It's Rhodey.
That's a good name. Our donkey's named Pain, except like
know.
one of the party members won't
It's
get
Robert.
over the fact that his name is
It's-
Pain. Even though he
Pain.
does no work to take care of him, and
Arrows,
just seems to
you
care
can-
about his name and not him as a being.
Arrows, you can make the final say. Roach or pain, as in pain in the ass?
Roach, arrows.
Arrows. Roach or
Arrows,
pain,
if you
as
don't
in
want to
pain
get
in
into
the
the middle of this
ass?
conflict,
I'm
don't.
Pick one.
I'm going to move on,
one.
and Eris can
You
think
know-
about it. We're gonna go
No,
to.
Eros has made
I
their
think it's a little
decision.
presumptuous that a person who's done no work to take care of the donkey wants to name him. What's that about?
I
Didn't even try
also
to heal him.
paid for a good portion of the donkey.
Oh,
don't even
so
get me
just
started.
paying for a being is all you gotta do to own it? Oh, I thought you had to do things like,
If
you
it
know,
has-
keep
if
its
it- if-
trust and
if
keep
it-
it safe
if it-
during combat.
All right, guys, we're
If it
moving
I'm
has-
on.
But
naming
that's
it-
fine. You spent some gold, so he's yours. You just
Guys,
own
we're
this
done.
donkey.
I can't breathe.
Eros,
Take
Eros
this
is gonna
Well,
look over.
Look.
Patrick.
Eros is
when-
just gonna
when
look
we-
between everyone and then look at the donkey. Just, I'm naming it Soup.
Yes, soup.
I'm naming it Soup.
We never actually own our steeds. They are our friends and brothers in arms in battle.
Miss May is just trying to
Wait,
shuffle the deck of
You
cards.
think you're
and she's
related
just,
to the donkey?
she's just fumbling
Okay,
them. She's laughing
let's-
so hard.
let's
Not
give them-
literal brothers.
Okay, everyone, let's give them some peace. They just came in here. They probably think we're crazy now.
Oh, you have to be crazy to be traveling Barovia. It's fine.
Yeah.
You mean
So, Sir Karis. I am not an expert, and this is not the best way of doing this, but the reading is very simple. I will have a card that... the cards tell a story. The first card is where you were, the second is where you are, the third is where you are going, and the first is what awaits you at the conclusion of your story. But that final card is never literal, it's never clear, and what it means exactly is open for interpretation. And, you know, the nature of fate means that you can change it. We are mortal beings, that is our gift and our curse. So, your actions could entirely change everything, but... so she quickly shuffles the deck and then flips 4 cards. Ah, okay. So first we have the Paladin. You were stalwart, dedicated, driven. You aim to do right by your code and by those around you, to your detriment sometimes. The mists, a little on the nose, perhaps. Motions around to Barovia covered in mist. Something clings to you, some dark feelings. It binds you even. The raven, something seeks you. It is an ill omen, and you will receive bad news very soon. And your journey concludes with the tax collector. A debt will be owed, or a debt will be paid, or it isn't clear which. There will be a reckoning, and what is owed will be collected. She just kind of very quietly puts the cards back and shuffles them back into the deck.
That's
So,
what
who's
is
next?
doing everything. Do I have to move?
I suppose not. You can stay there.
All right, then I'll go.
All right. She shuffles the deck again and puts out 4 cards. So these cards are they make no sense. And here's why. And she holds up a card that says the Anarchist. You buck fate. You challenge it. You will not be molded by it. More so than most mortals, even. You bend it. It cannot be read for you. That is not the good thing you think it is. An infinite road has an infinite outcomes. And while there are infinite possible good endings, there are an infinite number of bad endings. So, I would be
I've
careful.
already died.
Haven't we all? So, who's next?
Dominic, you want to
I'll go.
Dom, you said. All right.
Yes, Dominic.
Shuffles the deck, and she lays the first card down. And you can see her like, kind of like she looks at the card and then looks at you. And looks back to the card. Puts the next card down. Oh, and you can see her face like drop. Dear, oh dear. Well, we have the Executioner. Death, much death. Your path began with death, and it has remained violent, murderous death. The Broken One. I do not think I need to explain what that card means to you. I believe that is literal here. The Ghost. You are haunted by your deeds, the deeds of others, perhaps literally. Something seeks you, and you will have to face it. And your road ends with the Avenger. At the end of your path is vengeance, but for who? There's no way of knowing. But this bloody road will end with blood. I am sorry. Sometimes, as I said, Sir Karis, shuffling the deck again. Sometimes fortunes are not so kind. And you, Nikki, I believe you just introduced yourself as.
Nikaris or Nikki.
Nikaris?
Either.
Alrighty. So.
Either works.
Ah. They lay out 4 more cards. The innocent! You were a victim more than once, and it was not a fault of yours, but bad things happen. The rogue, a shadowy figure is among you. They look for you, they hunt for you, and their goal is not at all innocent. The beggar, someone will come to you, begging for something, pleading for it. They will need it, perhaps more than they know. And at the conclusion of this journey, the traitor. You will uncover a great but dark truth, something that will shake you to your very core, and be warned. You may not want to know the secret at all. It may be better left buried. And you, Mr. Kobold, would you like one?
Cordelia's.
Oh, I don't much care for fate, thank you.
Are you sure? Should we do one for
I mean, you can read it if you want, but like, you know, I don't care.
Can I get his reading for him?
Let's give him a reading anyway. Why not? Just kind of smashes the cards and shuffles it around. Dictator, you are a monster, a villain. Whether in fact or in your mind, you others saw you in a terrible light. Donjon, you are trapped by what the card does not say. But do not take it too literally. It may be that you are trapped by something less obvious. Your hubris, your beliefs, your own mind even. Tempter, you will be tempted, swayed even, towards something. This does not mean for ill. You could be drawn towards some great truth or revelation. And at the end of this road, the healer. Things will return to normal, but not properly. Things will never be the same again. Much like a wound that is scarred over.
Well, that's not vague at all.
Yes, well, you have the ability to change it.
Spot on! Why, that's so vague. You won't be able to describe whatever you were thinking to it.
Didn't you say that you, like, ruled someplace?
And you were a tyrant?
And that you were literally a tyrant?
Yeah, but then she went on to say it could just be in my mind, so that's pretty open-ended, isn't it?
Well, I mean, like, you are pretty pompous and believe you're a dragon.
Well, am I a dragon who ruled over an entire species, or am I a person who believes it? Which one is it, Sir Karis?
Well,
you know, it's a pretty open-ended prophecy.
If you think if that's what you think in your mind, then the card is literally saying that. That's how you view yourself.
Your hubris.
It might not even be hubris. It might be guilt.
Oh well, good.
Means you're a
Let's,
person.
let's all pry into one another's consciousness while also denying the person that they are on the inside. That's not rude at all.
I'm not denying.
Well, then say I'm a fucking dragon.
You are. I agree that you're a dragon.
Aww.
What is it, hubris, or am I a real dragon? Which one is it?
I never said hubris. I said guilt.
I have literally seen
I'm
you.
too small for you to notice, but I'm rolling me bloody eyes.
All right.
Okay.
Is there anything anyone wants to do before bed?
Miss me. Could you teach me how to do that? Read cards. My friend from a while ago used to do it.
Yes.
You don't have to
alright.
say yes,
No, I
but
could
if you-
use that. Yes. So obviously the reading I showed you is very simple. It doesn't always work. That's the reality. Sometimes you get a mess
Well.
like with that one, and it's just you just accept that. And again, I'm not very good at it. But the simplest reading that I can show you, one that works every time. And so she takes 5 cards and just lays them out in front of you. And this isn't preset this time. So
Yeah.
pick one card, just one. You may do this once a day. Now here, in fact, you can take my deck. I have a spare. But pick a card, one card, once a day.
Okay. I'll pull from like the bottom middle area.
She's actually laid 5 cards out in front of you, so it's
I'll
like
pick the third the second to the right.
second to the right or from the
Yes.
right. Okay. Huh. This card is the marionette.
control.
So, yes. So this reading is very simple and it's very direct. It is about your current situation. So we speak to the second and third cards. Someone is controlling things. Someone is manipulating things. And who that person is someone who is very important for you to find out. And yes, you may do this once a day, and anyone can do it, but only one draw a day, and some of the cards will give you hints as to what the fuck is going on in Barovia.
Okay. I'll put the deck.
So you can add
right
a
in
Barovian Taraka deck to your inventory.
Barovian Taraka deck.
Yeah. And if you had, like, Mesme there, you could do it potentially twice. One person can do one reading twice. With that said, I think I shall turn in for the night. It was a pleasure.
Thank
So-
you.
You are very welcome. Good luck, especially you, Tom. So, with that, is there anything you guys want to do before you take a long rest?
I think Karis will set up like a watch thing, like between himself, Lancelot, and Galahad.
Okay. Alrighty.
Ranagar offers to help.
Yeah, same here.
Dom would take a watch if needed.
Eros will leave them to it.
Eros ties himself.
Eros is tied to a tree.
Eros is in fact tied to a tree. He could be used as a very good warning system, but not much else. I can see it. I can't do anything about it, but I can see it.
Would we trust Arrows to even take watch? Would wake up and there'd be dicks drawn all over her face.
They
I
are
wouldn't
in
mind.
fact tied to a tree.
Sure.
You can test the knots. They're very nice. They're very good. Very sturdy. Lots of practice.
So, the next day. So you sleep. The night is uneventful.
Dope.
You can take a long rest.
Thank God.
And Mesme leaves very early, like before first light. Very unceremoniously just sort of takes off. They motion
Fair.
to the ones who are watching and say, I'm sure I will see you again.
I leave a good berry for her on her, like where she'd find it. I'm sorry, a dragonberry.
Okay. She rides off, she pops it into her mouth. So, the next day is uneventful. You take the slow, meandering road through the mountainous areas near Castle Ravenloft, and the road quickly turns from dirt to hard stone. You pass the fork that turns towards Ravenloft. Does anyone want to go to Ravenloft Castle just out of the on a whim?
I
Not
think-
yet.
I think Karis knows not to.
It's there. The option's there.
As
Should we
as
visit?
Eros is
I-
gonna like watch it. Just one day.
You'll
I'm
carve
going to
into it.
taste the tallest part of it. One.
So it's really annoying to clean.
Sure.
Boy, I could do that. I could fly.
So we got a plan then.
You
After
can
delivering this
pop
thing.
back on my shoulders. We can fly over, draw dicks everywhere. Can
I like-
vampires fly? Probably.
I like you a lot. I like you a lot.
We
So,
can pop over, be back before lunch.
you pass, and shortly after, pass another set of gates that guard the mountain area. Beyond, the terrain flattens, some from jagged cliffs and steep mountains to rolling hills. The road snakes between the low peaks before you eventually reach truly flat terrain and more forest. And just as the road turns northeast, the sun disappears behind the horizon completely, and the mists start to settle in. And you can set up camp for another long rest. You have good berries, so food is not a concern. Do good berries cover your water consumption? Or do they
Let me
just
check.
cover your food
I
consumption?
think it's just your. It says it's very specific. Enough nourishment to sustain a creature for one day.
Yeah.
Okay, so just food. So how much
Well,
water did you guys
nourishment. Nourishment
Yeah, I guess.
can mean both, because that's not. It doesn't say food and
It's a
nourishment.
vague spell.
It's a very
And
like D&D.
berries have
Look,
like
look at
berries have
D&D.
water in them.
Look at D&D being very vague with its wording.
technically,
I want to
technically,
check something.
if Renegar wanted, they could create water as well.
Yep. Why
No,
not?
I can't. I don't have it as a cantrip.
Nourishment, the food or other substances necessary for growth, health, and good condition.
Yeah.
So it comes covered by nourishment definition.
D&D Beyond has a ruling on it that it does not provide water. So the rules
Oh,
the rules have
well,
there is a
that
ruling on this.
Good.
That it is intended, it is meant to cover food but not water, and I want to go with that because otherwise Goodberry just
Well,
neuters survival mechanics.
I have a water skin.
you
As
need
have
to
water
drink.
skin.
You need to drink a water skin a
Water
day
skin.
of water.
Yeah.
Aye.
So who's
I'm
gonna
sorry.
go?
That day.
So who's gonna go foraging for water?
I
Uh,
guess I could.
I'll go
you
with.
guys should probably go in
Okay.
trees.
You want me
Sure.
to just like fly up and see where the water is?
I think it's a. You shouldn't use a wild shape for this. It'll be fine. I have Dom with me. Everything will be fine.
All right, make a survival roll advantage.
Okay, that's my survival again. 14.
Okay. Takes you a couple hours, but you manage to scrounge up some water from a little
I
stream.
have everyone's water skins, I guess.
Yeah.
Just
Between the two of you. All right, just checking. You guys didn't
I-
bring a
I
ranger,
guess
so you
I'll-
don't just get it for free.
yeah.
Well,
That's-
I'm going to when we do our rest, I'm going to change out a spell because I
Okay.
can do create
Create water.
water.
Okay.
As a cantrip, so
If I summoned a beast made of water,
It's not how the beast create or summon beast works.
it doesn't.
It's
It's
just-
not made of the thing.
No.
It's not like an avatar. Oh, that's
No,
a shame.
You're not an
Drink this
elementalist.
bear.
That image is
No,
hilarious. Just
no,
like the bear just puts
um,
its paw in your mouth and you're just like, delicious.
No, that could mean.
I know. I know what I'm saying,
Almost
Hennix,
as
but I'm
if
ignoring
it's almost as if
it.
it's almost as if I made a double entendre, like I'm some sort of comedian.
You're not a comedian. You just scream at your phone on the internet.
That is true.
YouTube comedian. Got it.
Basically. So, anyway.
I hate this.
You're a real comedian. We know it. I'm just.
I mean,
I'm
the
sorry.
chat doesn't.
You've got at least a few,
There was-
few fans in here.
there was
You're
somebody
real.
in chat. It's like it was so good. It's so good to see Patrick not yelling about real life bullshit. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you saw that. Or
Yeah,
not.
there
It was
was-
a
there was
while.
people
ago.
here.
That's very funny.
Patrick, you're a real comedian, just like how Ranagar is a
Real dragon.
real dragon.
Oh, that's maybe really mean,
I would.
depending on what you believe.
I think.
I'm gonna use
It's
this
either a very
rocket
nice
deck.
compliment or a very mean one.
Anyway,
I'm gonna
I need
test
watch
this
for the
rocket
night,
deck.
please. Kate, you're gonna
Okay,
drop the
test
rocket deck.
Dom will do
And
one.
I just want to focus on who my murderer is.
Okay, that's the question you want to try and answer.
Yeah.
All right. It's not really how it works, but we can try. It might help. It might.
I'm just. I
Pick
don't know, I'm just
a
trying to focus
pick
those
1 to
attention
5.
on
Pick a
it.
number between 1 and 5.
4.
Okay. The card is the druid, and so it's not a literal, guys. Chill.
That's fucking right. I might do it again.
So.
Having watching you do this is yeah,
I
that's
didn't-
right. I told you. Fate is stupid.
I'm your murderer.
You remember when I murdered you?
I just
I never
completely
fucking met you.
just ruined the plot twist like eight sessions early. It was Ranagar. It was Ranagar, Austin. It was Ranagar all along.
You thought
Okay.
it was that menorah knife, but it was really me.
Okay, no, I would have done this without them present. When I
Yeah,
thought no one was
but
looking.
so you get a sense that there is some sort of being of nature. There's some sort of being of nature out there that could help you on your journey, on your quest. Whether it's specifically about that question or about the broader like situation you're in, hard to tell.
Situation.
But like the whole thing is that it's guiding you on that story that she told you. So, which does lead you, in theory, towards the question you want answered. So.
Yeah.
All right. So I need a watch.
Dom will take watch.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Can I get a watch list?
I would say like any night that we camp, I would say Karis, Lancelot, and Galahad will do watch because that's just something that they naturally do.
Yeah. Who else is on watch? So we'll assume they're separate because you should probably have someone who can speak on watch.
I can do one.
Okay, so that's easy. 2-2-2, and then Eros is tied to a tree.
And Eros is tied to a tree.
Okay. So, can I get perception checks from Karis and Dom? Or one of you can have advantage, whichever you want. You guys can discuss. You're adults here.
I'll roll.
I have a +5 to my perception.
I have a +6.
Well, we're very perceptive then.
That's very perceptive of you.
Oh wait, no, sorry, I have a +4.
That's less perceptive of you.
Yes.
Yeah. That was bad perception there, chat.
I rolled a 17. I guess we're just both rolling ones.
I rolled a 24.
Oh, I was over on the bench. It's a 5 I got for that comment on. I couldn't have drawn the dick on your face. I was tied to a tree. I was over on the bench.
So the first watch is without any sort of. There's no,
Don't joke.
What's the word I'm looking
Well,
for here? It's uneventful.
It's just really funny because that is the exact audio that I used today to promote this.
I saw that. It was actually great.
I didn't see it.
So with that, can I get Karis and I'll roll. You'll have advantage from Lancelot.
Okay. Oh, that's really good. It's good that I had advantage. So I rolled a 3, and I rolled 2. So that brings me up to I think a 6.
Okay.
Let me make sure. That is a 6.
Okay, you don't find anything. You don't see anything.
I'm just having fun with a new buddy that is totally not scared of me.
So the last one, Ranagar, if you could please make a perception check with advantage.
17.
Okay. As you settle into your watch, you can hear the sound of hooves approaching. Not a fast or aggressive pace, but just kind of a casual. Coming into the edge of your dark vision, still partially shrouded, you can see a lone rider upon a dark brown horse. His clothes are a simpler traveler's, and he wears a deep red cloak wrapped around him to ward off the night chill. He slowly approaches you as you're camped on the side of the road and holds up a hand in greeting. Ah, good evening.
Oi! How are you?
He looks from you to Galahad, who's kind of like sitting up for a wearing, and goes, I assure you this will not hurt your friend. And then casts something. And Galahad's very suddenly, kind of like as they're sitting up, just falls back over and falls asleep from the sleep spell. I would like to speak to you alone, if I may, little tyrant.
Oh. All right.
Do you remember
Are
me,
you gonna kill me
perchance?
in my entire party? Because if you are, I'm gonna look really bad.
No, little tyrants. I have no intention. Do you remember me? By chance, I visited you.
Do I?
More than once. Make a history check. It was a long time ago, upon the slopes of
nat
Mount
20.
Belloc. Really?
Yeah.
You do have the vague recollection of elven stranger visiting you many years ago, a couple of times specifically. Yes, a long time ago, upon the slopes of Mount Belloc. I suggested that Truvaste might be primed for the taking with its armies away at war. And this is true. This is all fact. This is indeed what happened. There was a stranger who did come and just like vaguely was like, "Hey, so this little city here is completely undefended."
Oh yeah, I remember you. I got a lot of trouble because of you.
Well, I mean, you got in lots of trouble because some people can't handle powerful individuals.
Well, that's right. The gods. They're a jealous bunch, aren't they?
Yes, yes they are. I remember visiting. It was very impressive, the way you ruled. Short-lived.
Well, thank you.
You actually held a feast for me. Your glory was unyielding.
It was indeed.
I must say, even in your reduced form, you still managed to carry that air of power.
Kind of like, he shifts away, saying, "Oh, I do, don't I?"
You know, there are ways.
They tried, they tried. They tried to put me in a form they thought would be a mockery, but what they actually did was show that no matter what I look like, I'll wear it well. That's what they did.
There are ways for you to return to your original form. Without the gods.
Really?
Yes.
Do I have to kill my party? Because you're gonna have to make a good case. I like some of them.
I can make no offers today. I serve a being of immense power who could help you. They have allies here, and many faces, like mine, everywhere. He will look for opportunities to aid you, and although when you see me again, perhaps it would be best if we act as if we did not know each other.
All right. Yeah, that seems fair.
All right, well then, you enjoy the rest of your
I
evening,
remember.
little tyrant.
You as well,
And then he
I guess.
rides off into the darkness in the direction you'll be traveling tomorrow.
Well, look at that.
To the sleeping person next to you.
So everyone's asleep.
Are you dead? Percival, are you dead? Oh, I hope you're not dead. That bugbear's gonna be real mad if he thinks I got you killed. I mean, I'm pretty sure I can take him, but it's gonna be a real bitch.
Galahad does wake up after a little bit.
Oh, thank God you're not dead. You're all right. You fell asleep on your watch there.
Kind of like signs something to you that you don't understand.
Oh my god.
Indeed, you are.
When we wake up, does Galahad remember seeing?
Nope.
Okay.
And is a little embarrassed, so doesn't mention falling asleep and having a very strange dream.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know, yeah. I figured he wouldn't remember a strange
Yeah.
person casting sleep on him, but you know.
Before, when he wakes up, Rihanna guy goes, "You fall asleep, did you? Don't worry. I won't tell you, your buddy."
Kind of
It can be our little
nods
secret.
vehemently, like. All right,
I won't
so
tell the bugbear nothing.
the next morning,
Alright.
as you gather everything, the last day, the mist descends to choke off your vision and bring with it a chill that clings to you like the morning dew. For hours, it is just a light gray haze, with the shadows of the trees keeping you on the path. As the sun reaches its zenith, some of the rays weakly manage to make their way through the overcast and burn off some of the silver screen. As you round a corner, the mist has parted some and reveals a rather beautiful scene. At the foot of a large mountain, nestled in the misty forest, is a large lake. The water is perfectly still and dark, reflecting the black clouds overhead like a monstrous mirror. Pulled up along the south shore are 3 small wooden boats, rowboats. A 4th boat can be seen in the middle of the lake, with a lone figure sitting in it, a fishing pole in hand. Along the nearest bank of the river, still a good half day away, you can see the silhouette of a large, majestic castle on the lake's waters. Its turrets seem to spiral outwards, as if made from vines and not stone. It is just as the sun begins to vanish that the old Svalak road meanders into a valley watched over by dark, brooding mountains to the north and south. The woods recede, revealing a sullen burg surrounded by a wooden palisade. Thick fog presses up against this wall, as though looking for a way inside, hoping to catch the town aslumber. The road, which has been once more returned to cobblestone, ends at a large gate, and you can see the silhouette of guards standing on either side, and others patrol the wall. The gate is yet open at this hour. And Patrick, you have a 3 cheers. You have 1d4 of inspiration you can use at some point. Those do carry over, by the way, so if you don't use it today, you can use it next week. So, the guards do not approach you or question you as you enter the town. You get plenty of strange looks, though, and stares as you pass the townsfolk. Curious and even worried glances as the farmers, fishermen, and shopkeepers pass you, heading home or to the local taverns for the night. The town is well kept, it is clean, the streets are in good repair, and the buildings are clearly receiving aid and maintenance. The street lamps already glow, likely some sort of magic, as you haven't seen anyone lighting them. It is even more impressive than the village of Barovia was. However, you can see much more fear in the villagers. In the village of Barovia, they were more calm, more at peace. But here, all of them look about, almost frantically scanning others that pass them, the rooftops, the alleys. More than once, you see townsfolk all jump at a sudden noise or distant sound. Do you wish to do anything in town, or just continue on to your destination? It is late, so it is getting late.
Yeah, if it's getting late, then probably head, like, Karis would, I think we should just head to where we need to, stay the night, and then pick up.
I mean, if we need to stay at an inn, I can probably get us a room.
Let's see.
You guys are being put up in the castle.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm making sure.
Yeah, Strahd said that we would have a place at the castle.
Alright then. The town thins as you reach the opposite end, where the town's walls merge into the outer defenses of the castle. The gate is closed, and guards in red plate stand watch. The walls are heavily patrolled, with pairs of guards every 50 feet or so. They do not react aggressively as you approach, and one steps from his post to greet you. Good evening. Can I assist you, travelers?
Karis will present the letter.
Ah, I see. Very well. One moment, please. And he walks over and he kind of rings a bell, and then you hear as the doors open. And inside, you are guided in. The cart is pulled over to a stable where the donkey can be housed. If you would follow me, please. There's the guard with this large halberd.
All right.
And inside, you're guided to the massive entrance hall. Stairs spiral upwards on either side, made of a deep red wood and polished to a shine. There is tasteful and classy decoration everywhere, paintings and rugs and the like, and everything is really well kept and beautiful. Please wait here. My mistress will be with you shortly. And after a short wait, do you guys want to do anything while you wait, or you just chill awkwardly in the entrance hall?
Probably take a glance around, you know,
Okay.
Yeah,
just to
same.
take in the area.
So you can see that this entrance...
Ranagar leans to Eros and goes, You want to draw dicks on some stuff?
Oh,
No.
you read my mind. Is there anyone
Not
around?
yet.
There are guards. There are like 4 of these guards, just like standing guard behind the doors. So looking around, you've got kind of this big, wide open entrance hall that almost doubles as, you could use it as like a reading area. There's like a fireplace and like kind of a sitting area off to the left, but you're not guided to it. There's no like suggestion that you should sit down. And then the stairs, and you can see there are doors underneath the stairs that likely head deeper into the castle. And then upwards, the spiral stairs meet onto a landing, and you can see one large set of door on that side, and then it continues up, but you can't really see with the walls that are around. It's not an open concept.
Are there any, are any of the guards, is there one, further away from the others? Or are they, equally within sight?
There's 2 guards guarding the door. You can see 2 guards at the top of the stairs, and then there is a guard that's just kind of off to behind you, so I guess that one would be more alone.
Okay, Eros is gonna, do a nice 180 to face the lone guard.
Okay.
He's gonna walk over. Hi!
What?
So you guard things here, right?
Yes.
Yes. Is it fun? Do you enjoy it? I noticed you weren't smiling.
I do my duty. And he kind of like pulls this big halberd that he's carrying and like carries it two-handed across him. There's not threatening. It's just, you know, he's a little uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
They're an unknown like Eris is still a little unknown to me, so I'm just gonna go up and just stand next to them, not say anything.
So Eris wouldn't know to look for this Nikaris, but when you approach, you can see through the visor that this person has red eyes.
Good evening, gentlemen. What are we doing over here, Eris?
I was talking to a guard on my own, but I appear to be talking to a guard with a friend now. Lovely. Friends change all the time. It's part of the fun.
They do, yes.
So, Mr. or Mrs. or Mix guard, what do you do for fun? Like, what do you enjoy?
Make a persuasion roll.
Can I can't help with this, no.
22?
I enjoy hunting. And he kind of like eyes you up and down. And then Nikaris up and down.
When he eyes me up and down, can I wink at him? And just say, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you do.
You can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that.
What game do you hunt? Like, what's your favorite sport?
Yes. What
People.
game do you hunt? Yes, that.
Ooh. Do you have, like, a particular humanoid that you prefer to go after?
Well, there are many humans, but if we can get something rarer, we do so enjoy it.
Lovely. Lovely.
What's your name?
Hmm?
The guard.
Kind of looks
What's
at
your
you.
name?
That is none of your business.
I know. I just like to know who me and my friend are speaking to.
You should return to your friends. My mistress will be down soon.
While he's distracted, I draw dicks on stuff.
Oh my god.
There are
Make
four of them.
Make a deception roll. Yes,
No.
Yes, disadvantage.
All right, I'm.
Hold on, just wait. Don't worry.
I'm
Grant,
just
Gar, what'd you
saying.
get?
I'm just saying. Karis probably heard
Oh,
them
no.
say that earlier, and he's keeping an eye on them.
Okay.
Well, I rolled a 2, and that's +2, so that's a 4.
So Ranagard, the moment you start like walking away from the group, the guard, while talking to them, just goes, "Please stay with your friends." And the
I was
guard's
gonna
back.
draw dicks on your stuff.
Doesn't react to
Don't
that,
mind.
but he kind of like grips the weapon a little bit tighter. You should
He's a little. Think of him like a child. We're trying to rein him in. I say
Don't,
quietly
don't
to the
speak for
guard.
me. Thank you.
Ranagard.
You can't hear this. I'm saying it very quietly to the guard.
If
I'm
you
literally right there.
it's, it's like 15 feet away. It's not bad.
Apparently.
Regardless,
Apparently all...
we do not want to disrespect our host and the house that is protecting us.
Relax, I've got a plan.
Oh my.
after
Apparently
so
not.
as this
Like,
conversation is
Let's
going,
head back. I'm gonna like grab on the Eris's arm.
I don't go anywhere. I just
Eros
stand.
is moving your hand and
Ranagard.
walking with you and smiling, but is walking away.
as you guys turn
Understood.
back to the group, a massive being descends the stairs, 9'6" total height. She wears.
Of
That was the entire reason this adventure exists. You're welcome. You're welcome, Twitch chat. You're welcome, TikTok. She wears a long, light dress of white. Her skin is a bluish gray. Her build is muscled but feminine. She carries herself with poise and grace. She wears a large brimmed dark hat, which she adjusts as she approaches. Her feature gives off an orcish hint, but she has no tusks. Instead, when she smiles at you, you can see the pointed canines and glints in her eyes. Ah, welcome to Valaki and Castle Mourveaux. I am Matron Mourveaux. Your letter was very informative. I have had rooms prepared for you, and each step, she accents each sentence with a step, very carefully descending. I will be with you in just a moment, properly invite you. But I believe you have something for me.
Oh, yes. And Nikaris will pull out of their bag the 5-pronged weapon.
This
Go up.
The knife menorah.
As she walks over to you, she looks at each of you very carefully and is like,
Sikaris is definitely keeping like.
she's
It's
like,
not very common that there are things taller than him.
Sikaris.
And
as she's
so-
reaching out very slowly to grab this knife, she's looking at each of you. She like stops and like locks eyes with Dom. And then,
She's
like, with
almost
Sikaris.
4 feet taller than me.
She's huge. She
You're
also is
7
like
feet
quite.
taller than me.
She's quite a bit farther back from you as well, like with this long reach. As she takes the knife very carefully. Yes, very good. She looks at it. Could you please send for? Yeah, go ahead.
Sikaris is like, we also have this, and he holds up the letter.
Oh, the guard took the letter. I realized.
Oh, the guard took
yeah,
the letter. I
yeah.
thought he gave it back. Okay.
No, yeah. I don't think I actually said like whether he took it or gave it back. I think I just was like,
I
he looks at the
presented
letter.
It, I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I meant to say yeah, he took it.
Okay.
And I do apologize, but politics first, and then I will deal with you as the wonderful guests that you are. Please send for.
Insight check that.
Okay.
I have the most annoying eyelash in my eye right now, and I have not been able to get it out for the past 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I look weird as hell over here, and that is why.
12. Not rolling hot.
Just absolute frigid. Just no emotion, no inflection, no way of reading it. Just very deliberately delivered. Oh, thank you, Black Fang. Appreciate that. All right, so please send to Baron Toraki and the scribe as well, if you please. And so the guards, there's kind of this awkward shifting as like the guard goes, and you watch one of the guards from one of the other doors follow him, and like they were a little aggressive with you. Their mood is completely different now. Do you want to keep this? I have no need for it.
What?
The knife. She holds the knife out to you.
Oh. Yes, actually. I'd love to keep it.
That is yours. And after
Grab it.
very
Put it on a
quick
holster.
period, the guards come back, and one of them is actually like basically shoving this guy along, wearing similar noble garb to the vampires you've already found. You ran into earlier, but this one is a little more tattered. Like he was very clearly like grabbed, and so part of his outfit is like torn now. And he's sort of like, "What do you think you are, Matron Mourveaux? Can I help you?" "Yes, you can. You can explain to me why it is you wish to cause strife between me and our Lord Strahd. I would. Do you mind?" And she like points at you, Nikaris.
Yes.
"Can I see the? Would you just mind showing
Yes.
him what you brought me?"
Of course. And I'll show them the bladed knife, just looking at the guy.
And you can see the guy like eyes go on. He's like, "Many people," and she just grabs him by the throat and just yoinks him off the ground, like without trying. Just. "I am not a fan of being fucked with." And he's sort of like, he's like, for a second there's fear, and then he goes, "What are you going to do? Strangle me? I don't need to breathe." "No, but you do still need your neck." And then just with like one swift motion, there's this loud cracking sound, and his body evaporates into mist instantly. Just as his clothes tumble to the ground. And you can see this trail of mist start to like head towards the door. And one of the guards with his halberd pricks his finger on it, and you watch as it suddenly glows red, and then he strives through the mist, and it suddenly erupts in this red light. Very good. Apologies. Sometimes you must take out the trash yourself to remind them who you are. And as she says that, a human, by their eyes, comes running down very quickly with a pen and paper, and she says, very casually, "Please send word to Lady Vosvestan that we have discovered our traitor. She can return from
Do you mean
Fantastic.
trader, like the kind of person who trades goods, or trader, like the kind of person who betrays his family house?
T-O-R, it sounds like.
She kind of like, she stops, she kneels down to you and very politely says, I do mean traitor. Although, you're selling in secret, so you're not entirely wrong.
Oh,
And
thank
she's
you.
still kneeling, and she's still like 4 feet taller
Like
than you.
5 feet taller than me.
Yeah, she's still way taller than you. She's like looking down. Very, very, seemingly very warm and gentle as she kind of comes back to her full height and like just fixes her dress. Yes. Lady Vorvas 10, please inform her that she can return from Castle von Karstein at her earliest convenience. And the scribe scribbles that down quickly and then runs off. So perhaps we could show you to your rooms?
That would be lovely.
So real quick here, as she turns to guide you up the stairs, who did their homework and read their backstories again?
I did.
Would you like to? Would you like to? That's okay. We know who it's for. Would you like to? Would you like to try and hide your emotions?
A little.
Make a deception roll. Everyone else. Everyone else can see this.
So 17 plus, what is my deception? 5, so 22.
25.
You do have a D4 if you want to use it here. But I mean,
would
it's gonna be
love
so close.
to.
It's gonna be so close that people are gonna notice it. They may not be able to discern it, but they're gonna see
Tell
it.
why. But...
Yeah, if they're
What
Oh,
am I-
that's a 4, so 26.
okay. Anyone within 5 other than Ranagar, obviously.
We're trying to do deception.
You're trying to beat it.
It-
Insight.
I'm going to use
Oh,
my
insight.
D4.
Oh,
I get a 27.
Yeah, no, I did not roll good at all.
Okay.
Mine is a 26.
That was the voice of the red dragon.
26.
come back.
Oh
so that
boy.
means mine.
Yeah.
Wow. So
The
both
World
of
War
you
II
see
announcer
when she says that name, and then you're not sure the first time, but the second time, you see this like the blood drain out of Ikaris's face very quickly before they kind of gather themselves, and then you are guided up the stairs and to your rooms, which is where we will pick up next session.
I hate you so much, Andrew. I hate you so much.
I was worried we weren't going to get here in time, and I'm so happy. So we will pick up next time with you having successfully arrived at Castle Mourveaux. And perhaps we'll be introduced to more members of House Mourveaux.
I'm assuming there's one in particular.
Well, there's a few.
So Vorse, Vorse Vez Ken, right?
Yep. It's exactly what you think it is.
Okay.
It's the reason I told everyone to read their backstories. I was like, I'm not giving away who. Everyone read your backstories. Alrighty, so I'm actually gonna turn the music back on because like I'm actually like feels kind of empty without the music playing in the background. So, thank you everyone for coming in and sticking with us this long. It was a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Vex, for joining us. We love Eros. Welcome. I look forward to more dicks being drawn on things and much more of my world being defaced than it was.
I'm gonna find like a signature way for them to deface things. They would have a signature way, I just didn't actually get that far. This will change. What they're currently doing is I don't really know this group, so I'm not gonna use my signature. I have to get comfy with you before I can deface things properly.
So, thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you so much, Twitch chat, for coming out. As I said, the next show is Monday at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. And that's subclass tune-up, where I will have Sir J of Harps with me doing the totem, tuning up the Totem Barbarian. And all of those will go into a PDF that will eventually be released when I have a critical mass and can overcome executive dysfunction to type it up. But so far we have done Wildfire Druid, we did Circle of the Lands Druid, and then we'll have Totem Barbarian, and we'll also may include Circle of the Aspects, depending on how far along we are into the plot and if I want to give that away to people. And that Black Fang is the problem with it, is it has one cool bit, or we cut one cool rule, and that's it. So, Eros, do you have, or Vex, do you have anything else you want to tell the crew? Do you have any, like, your next stream, anything like that? Last recap?
Put updates on everything. No, not really. The stars aligned to get me here today.
Yeah, they really did.
So awesome. And then they didn't, because I banged my face on the way here and almost didn't get to come.
Oh.
So I'm confused, but you know what? We're good.
Jet, next stream, if you have one?
No.
This
only
one?
catch me here.
Sunday?
Find me on TikTok. It's Romeo and Juliet. Yep.
I've linked all the socials
That's
for our players. Mimics, your next stream?
This Friday, over on Dead Bar Society, unless the DM glitches out. This Friday, over on
Cool.
Dead Bar Society, I will send out time for all my friends.
Sweet, sweet. Sir Karis?
So the next 3 days, so tomorrow, I'm on Radio Free Wills for a TTRPG Threadbare. Tuesday, One Blonde Nerd for ADHD and D. And then Wednesday, I run my own campaign that Patrick is also in as Tree, a Warforged Druid. At 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Twitch channel, which is Words for Sale.
And Patrick, do you have any streams you're on that weren't already listed?
Nope.
Perfect. Do you have anything else you want to shout out at people? Get me a link to your podcast so I can post it in the socials. I'll do like a links thing for people so they can keep track of everybody's thing.
I mean, we could just shout at the people in chat if you want.
We can just Well, thank you so much for everyone, especially what? I haven't set that you can. Why doesn't it let Patrick? It lets everyone else. I have URLs allowed.
It doesn't
Not
let
me
me
either.
Nightbot, how dare you? Hold on, I
You
need
can
to.
be VIP or mod, so that will avoid that.
No, I have links disabled. All right.
Oh well, not for Patrick.
It's
That's
just
mean.
It's just being rude, and I don't like it. How do I?
I see how it is.
Can you fix that? Yeah, you don't have to leave notifications on. I don't have notifications on in my own Discord. Like, people have to ping me to get my attention. I'm in like 12 Discords.
I can't believe it came up as 3 little stars. Rude.
But with that
Rude.
said, thank everyone so
Post
much
it
for
in-
joining. Thank you much for the new followers, the new subscribers. We are here every Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific, 6 Central, 7 Eastern, and we will continue following the story and see if we can find out the secrets and tales of the houses of Barovia. Everyone have a good night, and we will see you next time.